Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pub. It is Saturday night. I hope you all are well. Summer is underway. We just had our Independence Day, and it was awesome. Good parties going on all over the place in this zone. Massachusetts. RW, good to see you, man. Scum TV, welcome back, brother. Great to see you again. And my man, Last Dance, thanks for being here, bro. I hope everyone had a good time or is still having a good time. It is only Saturday, so let's continue the party on. Baller. All right, cool. Yeah, we had a good one here. They allow fireworks to be lit off at the beach here, so the town just says it's fine, sort of, or they ignore it. I don't really know what the hell goes on because fireworks are illegal in this state, but all the rich guys buy thousands of dollars in fireworks and light them off on the beach and just go down and watch, and it's awesome. It's not sanctioned, and it happens in a lot of towns. I imagine it happens all over the place. So, yeah, cheers. All right, cool. Finishing up with me, and good for you. An interesting week again for our current president. I'm sure we'll talk about that a bit tonight. In fact, that might be one of the main subjects, obviously, is what's going to happen. Short term, long term. Is he in? Is he out? I don't know. I think he's proud. And he's not going to want to make any decisions on his own, old Joe. So we shall see. I can go ahead and pin the link in the YouTube chat. And I believe there's a way for you guys to unpin it if you don't want to see it there. There it is. Oh. I could probably pre-pin it before the show even started. Try that sometime. Well, I want to know, anyone else catch any fireworks? I know some people think they suck. I think they're great. RW, Last Dance. Did not see any fireworks from RW. Okay. Last Dance is in a good area for it. Yay, a few minutes. Woo-hoo. Yeah, we walked. My buddy was here. I told you, the guy who comes and visits me every so often. We walked to the beach just after sunset, and I took a bunch of great pictures and videos. It's really, really something else. Hey, Welsh Dog. How you doing, man? Good to see you, Based Welshman. Here early. Yeah, Biden says a lot of things. You know, the other day, he was trying to say that he was proud to have the first black female vice president in history. But instead, what came out of his mouth was, I'm proud to be the first black female vice president in history. Two vastly different things. I think we all knew what he was trying to say, but, you know, words do matter. That's why, you know, otherwise we could all just speak randomly without any purpose, you know, or subject. You know, so clearly he was improved when he did the interview with George Stephanopoulos, but he wasn't much improved. But saying he was better than the debate, there's a lot of room there because he was horrendous at the debate. So he was slightly better than horrendous. That's what I'd give him for this Stephanopoulos interview. I thought Stephanopoulos did a fine job. A lot of people accuse him of being biased, which he often is. I didn't think he was that day in that particular interview. Any clips or whatever you guys want, you can always throw them in the private chat or DM them to me on Twitter. Either way, it's fine. Johnny Grammaticus, hello. Hope you are well also. And let's not overlook the election that took place in the UK. Cool, man. I'll check it out when I get it. The UK election, new prime minister. Like to get based in John's opinions about this guy. I don't know a lot about him. You guys know a lot more about our politicians and politics than, generally speaking, I or a lot of Americans know about yours. So, yeah, it's funny. Pretty much. The election was a shit show. Okay. That sounds kind of normal for this day and age. As I said, I would leave that to my European and British friends to describe exactly what the pros and cons, or all cons or all pros, of getting rid of Rishi Sunak and installing this guy. His name is don't know. Dave. No, I don't know what his name is. You throw it in Starmer. Yes. Starmer the Stormer. All right. Almost went into a Borat mode there. Keir Starmer. Has sort of a German sound to it. Puppet replace puppet. Okay. Yeah, I hear thee. There's a joke from Welshman. Sort of get that. That would be a nod to Jimmy Savile, I believe. That joke. Not a nod, but a reference to. I suppose it's the same thing. A Welsh Nationalist Party with only 100,000 votes got 4 seats, and Reform got 4 million, 5 seats. Okay. Yep, autocorrect. Got you on that one, but I follow you, Cup. Welcome, Cup. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't know why that is, John Grammaticus. It seems like featuring John's comment here, so you know what I'm talking about, everybody. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, from what I understand, they call him liberal, and they called Sunak conservative. So I do believe in this case it's the same definitions that we use here in the States, right? I know sometimes this stuff gets flipped. You guys can let me know on that. I don't know, whatever. Been a spectacular week, though. Got out of work Wednesday, half day. Haven't looked back since. Been a good run, for sure. Lots of grilled meat. A little grilled meat. A little on overload with that. But that's what happens this time of year when you have a new grill and you're in US&A. Very nice. Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to read that on air, Welshman, but yikes. Criminal complaints, nonetheless. That's horrendous. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Make sure you're caught up, Welshman, because that Jimmy Salville thing was from 3 minutes ago or so. You might be a little behind. Will do my best to stay with you tonight as long as I can, but I am worn out, so you know what that means. I don't have enough herb for a joint. Well, I have enough herb, enough ground herb. Last week was a fun pub. Thanks for being here, everyone. Pack a bowl here. Get this sucker rolling. We got the private chat. No problem. RW. That's what they call them. Yeah, I literally know nothing about the guy, so apologize for my ignorance on that. Let's see. Yeah, it's a meme. What does that mean? Alan, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Mr. Reader. Bloody hell. You don't like it? Is it true that Sunak was conservative in the sense of an American conservative or right-leaning, right-wing, whatever you want to call it, and this newer guy is left-wing, liberal in our sense of it, in the more common sense? Because it is a change from the EU, which obviously just went quite conservative in their voting. If you're saying that what I just said is true about this guy, just let me know. I don't know much about this. Spent the day at the beach solo today. Good bit of rain, but it's nice warm rain. Oh, cool. Cardinals are right outside the door. WEF. Is that the World Economic Fund? Probably get this thing rolling shortly here. Yes, World Economic Forum. All right, I got you. Cool, Alan. Read on, my brother. Do a little bit of a jam here on the acoustic since it's next to me. The electric is over yonder. And remember to deal with the settings appropriately. I have nothing in mind to play. I see a glass being waggled about. Cue the fan sound because I can't shut the door. I've got a couple of very large items in front of the door here. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? See ya. does. What's going on, Topple? See you, buddy. Fix that sound and get this thing going. Hey, how you doing, man?
All right. Happy Saturday. And thanks for the playing. It was outstanding, as always.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's really a real treat. You should do it for half an hour at least.
Make me a better player. So I'm not opposed to it. Happy 4th. Good Independence Day for you.
Yes, it was a good Independence Day. It's not much, didn't see much family. Didn't see my daughters this Independence Day. They were off doing their own thing. But I did spend it with my girlfriend, and we had a good time.
And all was well. Did you guys get out and see the fireworks, the local stuff, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, I was planning on going to see the fireworks, but my resolve wavered. I wanted to stick around with my girlfriend. She didn't want to go, so I was going to go alone.
Yeah.
But, it was clear that the people in the neighborhood were, launching their own fireworks. So I know a bunch of people go off to the school, the local school, which is basically behind my house. So instead of walking over there, it's really damn hot here, even at that time of the night. We got in the car, turned on the air conditioner, and drove around and into the parking lot and watched the fireworks for about 10 minutes or so.
Sure.
And then she said, "Yeah, it's about enough." And I said, "Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good taste of fireworks, and they were pretty darn good fireworks." I hate
people are out and about in festive mood, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to drive around through the neighborhood. Some of the houses, they look abandoned because their people are off visiting family. Mm-hmm. Other houses are crowded with cars because they're the people being visited by other families. So
sure,
it's an interesting dynamic. I enjoy seeing it. I enjoy the barbecue smells and just the whole holiday aroma and vibe.
Sure. Well, yeah, you're like still at 89 or so degrees there right now.
Oh, it's been a hot as hell week.
Yeah, right now it's 76 here, and that's pretty warm for this time of day. So damn, yo, you're scorching down there.
Yeah.
Rough. Your AC's working overtime.
Oh yeah.
Did you get it tuned up? Do you need to do that sort of thing? Air filters, yada yada.
Here's what I always change the air filters myself. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But my usual plan is to not get any maintenance until something appears to break. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's smart or not. What maintenance do you do to an AC unit other than I don't know? They clean it out. They
clean.
I guess they can recharge the Freon or whatever it is called now.
Clean the condensers, clean the coils, that sort of shit. That does increase efficiency for sure.
Okay.
But you could do it yourself. And it, like Topple says here, it's not really necessary. And when you get warm air blown out, then you're free. You got either a Freon leak or, I don't know, a leaky valve somewhere.
Something's broken. Yeah, so
exactly.
Fixed.
But yeah, I mean, for the most part, you're doing the right thing. Just let it ride. Save the money for the big repair. Let's get our buddy RW in here. How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Is that RW?
Yeah. Hey, you guys again.
Good to see you, RW. How you doing?
I'm all right. Surviving. My body's trying to kill me, but I'm still here.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it is what it is. I missed you guys last week. I watched the replay. at like 3 a.m, so I don't exactly remember everything you guys were talking about, but you had a pretty laid back session, so that's good.
It was good. It was mellow.
Yeah.
The
Conversation.
I was off grid for the debate, and the campground I was at, the power shut down literally right before the debate started, and then came back on after the debate ended. And I was like, that's very
Suspicious.
it was coincidental.
Sounds like what happened to Joe Biden, literally. His power shut down right at the beginning of the debate and apparently turned on when it ended. Yeah.
The Bluetooth, yeah. I agree.
Crazy.
But it's all right. They cleared that up with the interview, so we're good now.
Inspiring, right? Really get behind your leader with that interview. Not
That meme that I shared with you is based off of that interview, so I'm not sure many people will get it, but that's what it's based off of.
what was it again?
It's Joe Biden wearing a MAGA hat. He's a blue MAGA hat, and he's wearing a blue shirt, but it says "Make America Gooder Again." And he's orange now with his new spray tan. So just a little bit of Easter eggs here and there for people.
Did he say good?
Yeah, he said gooder. At some point in time when he was explaining like the job he did a gooder job. So good on him.
Hey, Anna's here. All right.
Get
Welcome.
on camera, Ann. Come on.
Let's get Welsh Dog.
All right, Anna.
Let's do it.
Hello, Anna.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Welsh,
Base.
Good evening, everyone.
how are you?
Evening all.
Yep.
Good. Good. Keep that microphone up in front of your face if you can, Welshie. I think
Right in your left nostril.
Exactly.
Hey, Welshie, have you been paying attention to the unrest in France over there, buddy?
Yes, I have. The news has been basically ignoring it. But yeah, I have been seeing that.
Cheers to all, and
Yeah, I have been watching the tolerant communists losing their shit over Le Pen. It's been quite amusing.
Can you describe, like, my understanding is that they're voting conservative or something, and that's the problem. They're voting for a third party type thing, and the other two guys are upset.
So it's parliamentary elections, not president. That's why Macron can still stay in for an extra year. So what I think Macron was trying to do by bringing the elections forward, they've got to get an overall majority. They've got to get a big majority, and the problem is Le Pen's party. No one's going to work. No one's working with them. So
sounds familiar.
None of the far lefts are willing to come together to make a complete democracy majority. So it's, as it turns out, even the centrists won't work with us as well. So it's basically a globalist thing, just to like basically not let Le Pen's party take an overall majority. Basically, what he's trying to do by pushing the elections forward.
Does it have a Trump vibe to it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I would suggest the party not to work with, not to collaborate with the Pen's party. I'm sure they have their reasons, but that's basically the problem they got. They could get a government together now with another party. They're the biggest party anyway, but they still got to be bigger. I'm not sure the numbers exactly, etc. But they've got to get I don't know, one of the 15 points higher or 15% higher in vote to get an overall majority, which they definitely would do with another party.
Have you guys had any personal reflections on the SCOTUS immunity verdict for Trump?
There he is.
I'll wait on that question.
No, I just want to get him on because last week I waited 3 minutes and you flew the coop and never came back, you old balcony buzzard.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you doing? How you doing, my grande?
I'm good, thank you.
Good man. Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it's
I'm going to join later on my. I'm on my phone right now, but
it's fine. The reception's good, my grande.
Sounds good. Yeah.
That's such Wi-Fi. So if I can survive this, I must salute you, Base, because I'm a heavy drinker, and by this time on the East Coast of Florida, I am fucking wasted, and I cannot imagine that you're probably 5 hours later than me, and have common sense to. I think it's because you have to take your dog for the walks, right?
Yeah, I do stay off beer these days. You know, I stay off quite a lot of substances I should stay away from. I have my fault, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate being here, boys.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
And actually, I actually was taunted by Topper. So where the hell was he?
Right
Oh,
there.
there he is. Ah,
He's
okay.
that's a nod to Joe Biden because he thinks you're a fan thereof. But I don't think you're a fan of Joe Biden.
Me?
Yeah.
You know, this is you guys are going to get the honest answer from me. This is major turmoil, and I will tell you this. I would actually vote. I would vote for Joe Biden at this point, rather than having anybody not focus on what's going on with Donald Trump. You know, it's unfortunate. It's like we're losing the walls of Jericho here. It's like wait. I just want to say one thing. Time has a way of thinking, working things out. You know, if Donald Trump gets reelected, so be it. I'm going to survive. But
right.
I don't know if America can. You know.
Well, it survived the last time he was in. In fact, it done pretty all right.
Well, it's not exactly true.
Well, I mean,
Well,
there's things about both parties that I like, but when it comes to candidates, I dislike both of them immensely.
Yeah, we have no
You know what I
choices.
mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the frustration. We have no choices.
Okay.
I don't know where the talent is. I think Last Dance will agree. Where is the talent? Where and you guys might laugh at it, but Barack Obama was like the guy's like superstar, fucking Harvard guy. You know what I mean? Where are those guys?
Okay. Can we just speak about how the Democrats and the liberal media have ignored Joe's declining health for 4 years? Because
Wow.
after the debate, it was clear to see from every liberal media station that Joe was too old, etc., etc. And they started cursing him out. But up until that point, it was a conspiracy theory. They were called cheap fakes. What's a fucking cheap fake? All these things that they said disinformation about Joe, and like was it Joe Scarborough said on Morning Joe with his missus? He said this Joe Biden 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago, is the best Joe Biden I've ever seen. He's sharp, he's alert, he's all this, and the worst thing, it's so disingenuous. Now all of a sudden, this new illness has come along. And they're not even calling it an illness, they're calling it like jet lag or he's got a cold. It's just fucking insulting.
Thank
It's
you.
insulting to the voting public.
Okay.
I am.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
You know that cheap fake business was the week before the debate.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not like it was years ago. It was the week before the debate.
yes. So isn't it disingenuous that to the American voter, how liberal media try to paint it the other way around for like 3.5 years?
Yeah.
I think the immunity hearing is actually derailing the debate already in some fronts.
Oh God! Thank God I'm drunk.
Okay.
Well, I think it's terrible. I mean, what the media does in the UK and in America. But
There he is.
On this point with Joe for 3 years.
I'm sorry, Base.
Hey, Topple.
We gotta fucking focus on Pennsylvania right now.
No,
What
you
the
don't.
hell is going on there, you fucker? I need to know about Freon. I need to know now.
If
Pennsylvania,
if you lose Pennsylvania, it's game over, man.
it's game over.
Game
Yeah,
over.
Pennsylvania's a great
What's going
state.
on?
Everybody's got a friend in Pennsylvania. God damn it. I know that license plate.
What's the deal with Pennsylvania? That's literally the cornerstone. Or
It's a swing state. It's a swing
Yeah.
state. Last
No, it's not.
election, yeah,
It's not. It's the cradle of our democracy. The fucking first capital was in Philadelphia. God damn it. You know that shit.
but
You're
that's all
patriot.
Democratic, though. You go.
Wait, no, we're not
Hold up.
talking that. We're talking anti-British. Like a Welshman. You know, got to watch out for those guys.
I thought that was Boston too.
Welshman is a
No,
Welsh
no, fucking
nationalist.
Liberty Bell was in Philadelphia, buddy.
Yeah, just a heads up on a bit of history here and a bit of geography. I'm from Wales. We weren't part of the empire. England was the empire. We weren't part of it. So just to give you a heads up, we were persecuted by the English.
I know. You know what? Actually, I sympathize with you. I actually sympathize with you, Welshman. I know. You're a Welshman.
Yeah, the hints of the name.
Forgive me. Forgive me. You're absolutely correct. You were fucking as much a victim as we were.
I still say big up the British Empire, though.
I am curious to hear. I'm curious to hear from you guys if you think that the immunity verdict was a good call or not.
Yes.
Is everybody pretty much on the same page for that?
All right. Let's do
We're
short
not on the
answers.
same page there.
Short answers, then long.
Dude,
Bases, yes. Good. Short answer, McRand.
All right. Short answer. I don't understand your agenda. I don't know why you're steering this argument in that direction.
It's a yes or a no. It's a yes or a no.
It's a no. I don't understand why you're steering it, but it's a no. I'll step out now.
Well,
Yes,
last dance.
It was a yes, but I'm having second thoughts.
Okay, so your initial out of the gate response was yes, I agree, but now in hindsight, with reflection and maybe thinking about it, certain scenarios might be troublesome.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Yeah, certain scenarios would be troublesome if we got to that. And just to assume that they're never going to do these outlandish things is making, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. I've always hated that expression, but
so if you say no, does that mean the president can be up for a charge?
Absolutely.
Say, doing a missile strike on some suspected terror.
No.
No.
That's not how it works.
Okay, well, that's what I want to know because
that's a good example. The drone strike in Afghanistan that killed that family of 10.
The family of 10 in a car.
I am prepared to clarify.
That last dance. That's the example I'm actually giving, basically. That's what I was thinking of. So can someone answer me that?
I could do that. I could do that. I could do it in 20 seconds.
No, can someone actually answer me that? Last dance. What does it mean? Does it mean that can happen?
If the answer is no, then there is no barrier to being charged.
Correct.
For that crime.
My answer will stay with you.
But in that situation, there was so many intelligence agencies and human beings that were providing information to him for him to make a decision on based on the information he was given, he's not necessarily the one who breaks
That's
apart
why.
and analyzes every part of the information. So
That's
in,
why it's a yes. That's why
in
it's
that
a yes.
particular case, then that's a no. Now, Richard Nixon used the CIA during Watergate to disrupt the FBI's investigation on this on it. Under the current ruling would be considered an official act, even though that was obviously highly dubious.
That shit wrong.
So it depends on the scenario.
But
That's
Even that scenario, I don't see what law President Nixon broke. So I don't know whether he even needs immunity.
Well, he essentially broke the law and then used them to assist.
Well, if he used the CIA to interfere with the FBI, what's the law he broke? There's no law that says the executive can't, as far as I know, that the executive can't use one of his agencies to help him out when another agency is going after him. I mean, I don't know that there's any law that he violated, unless they changed the laws afterward to outlaw.
Are you saying Richard Nixon did not violate any laws?
I did not say that.
Okay. Well, you know what? That was a sound check, actually, because I wanted to make sure you could hear me. Because I got to tell you, you guys are out of fucking your minds, man. You know what's happening right now? We got a right-wing wave coming over us, and it's not.
Why do you think that might be?
I've been waiting for this.
I know you have. I know.
Why do you think that might be, McGrandy? Do you think
what?
It was like?
Wait, you know what? Base, I think you'll appreciate this. I need to. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back on my my laptop.
You all right? You look like you're about to cry.
All right.
No,
I'm not making fun of you. No,
I am wasted, dude. I am like wasting. This is what you need. This is what you need there, buddy.
I thought you were about to have an emotional epiphany.
All right,
I am. I'm gonna bring it on, dude.
Go ahead.
Like,
let's
get some. Let's get some.
I'm ready. I'm
gonna go on my
forward
computer.
to it.
I'll defend you. I'll defend you.
And you know what?
Toffle.
Anyway,
Lee, turn your camera on, Lee, for like 2 seconds.
Breakdown he is.
He's not. It's not a breakdown.
All right, there's Lee.
It's not a breakdown.
No,
it is. He's having a breakdown.
No, it's not a breakdown.
Evening or what it is? Evening. Well, yeah, evening, Lee. But let me just. What it is?
Wow, that's good.
You know, we get these never Trumpers. When he was talking, I thought he was going to say
he's not a never Trumper.
I thought he was going to say he's never for Trump. There's loads of never Trumpers switching.
I need to.
Sorry, Lee.
I implore all Americans to vote for Joe Biden because I just don't want this comedy to end. It's just pure entertainment. It's brilliant.
Well, Trump brings a lot of comedy too.
Yeah, but at least he knows what day it is and what question he's answering.
I don't.
I mean, that's my defense. At this stage, that is literally my defense. At least he knows what day it is, where he is, and what question he's answering. Because that's all I've got to say.
Joe Biden's not running this country, though. That's the thing.
I know.
So nothing would change other than the name of the president of the United States to Harris.
Well, no. Things definitely would change if Trump come in. If Biden had another 4 years, nothing would change. You just appear less, answer less questions, be seen less in public.
He wouldn't last for 6 months. He would just win, take office, and then mysteriously get sick. And then, he is old. And then Harris would take his spot.
No offense.
I've never heard of the 25th Amendment until Trump was in office.
It'd be
And I've-
stupid.
I-
That'd be
I-
stupid.
I haven't heard the
Right.
25th Amendment by Democrats against Biden, or even mention the 25th, or any liberal media mention the 25th at all
What
in
has
3.5 years.
What has he done to get the 25th Amendment? Is he not
Joe
there?
Biden,
He's the same as he's been for the last 2 years. Why are we going to do
No.
that now?
he's worse.
Exactly. It's not
He's
like anything's
worse.
different. Going to be different.
It's worse. It is worse, lads. Come on.
It's a little bit worse.
Who?
And I don't really know that. I think that it's not the case that Biden's level of cognitive decline is what the 25th Amendment had in mind. So, it's not even appropriate to use the 25th Amendment on him.
Can someone read? Someone say what the 25th? I thought it was basically that you're declining mentally and physically, or mentally especially.
You
what I
got it,
thought
last
was.
dance.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
All right.
Cheers, last time.
I was interesting to see that these court cases Trump's been to, that the final verdict was that they can't prosecute him. And Joe Biden's there criticizing the legal system, saying it's disgusting. And I'm looking at him thinking, my God, you'll be taking the benefit of that when you end up not being president anymore, because he's going to get sued left, right, and center for all sorts.
Well, no one asked me
But
how
then-
I feel about the verdict.
So the 25th Amendment, real quick, it has 4 sections. The first 3 are not that interesting. The fourth section, section 4, is the one that's interesting. It says, whenever the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such other body as Congress may by law provide, transmit to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. The vice president shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting president. So actually, it really only requires that they declare that he's not able to carry out the duties of the presidency. Now, none of us really know his true cognitive state. We only see him at the debate and at various short scripted events. So I don't really know if he's so compromised that he can't be the president, or if he's just appears as kind of middling compromised.
He doesn't know where he is half the time.
Well, that you don't have to know where you are to be president.
Well, you know what
He doesn't even know what he is. He's a black woman now, I think.
So he spent, and we know this. He spent
wrong with that
over a week prepping for this debate. It's a 90-minute debate. I knew he was going to destroy himself. 90 minutes. I haven't seen him 90 minutes at all answering questions, even if he had them all pre-done. And some of the excuses he gave, he even brought back the cages. He mentioned cages. He mentioned so many things he shouldn't have mentioned.
Cages about the migrants?
Yeah.
Huh.
Obama built the cages. Obama used the cages.
Yeah,
Trump just
Obama
used-
was. Yeah.
Trump just used Obama's cages.
A cage would be any place you would put somebody that you didn't want them to run off. It
Correct.
just sounds worse when you call it a cage. It's like, give me a
public
fucking break.
school, or
And it shows the lack of preparations Trump did. Because if Trump had just had a piece of paper and a pen, they could have gone, oh, he's writing down a bit of paper and a pen. And he'd have just said, cages. Obama built the cages. I didn't build the cages. And he used the cages. He could have just pushed it back. He didn't even do it. I believe Trump didn't even prep up. He just turned up. That's what I believe Trump did.
I mean, you spit in the same rhetoric he does at rallies every other day, so it's
easy for him. I mean, where Biden, he would start a sentence and then finish it answering a different question.
Yeah.
He uses the Irish spelling of Obama's name.
Yeah, that's funny, Cup. Also, there at one point, Biden started an answer about immigration. I believe no, one or the other. He either started it about abortion or immigration, and then he ended on abortion or immigration. It was like the weirdest thing. He transitioned from one to the other, like mid-sentence. It was like, wait a second, wasn't he answering something else? And he just flipped it, and it was like completely out of the blue. Very
new age.
Remember, he mentioned Medicare. He beat Medicare, and he said, "Yeah, you destroyed it." Was that what said? I think that was one of the questions.
We beat Medicare, he said.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the questions where he starts off answering immigration and he finished up at Medicare.
We beat Medicare
to death.
Right.
Yeah, to death. Yeah. Because Trump could have just like squinted and said, what does he want me to answer there?
I think Trump was pretty reserved though, because he only said like once or twice, like, I don't understand what you just said, so I can't respond to it.
It worked.
I was actually surprised at how reserved he did it.
Yeah, he could have made him. It could have made it much more awkward on a number of more occasions, put it that way.
Yeah, but letting someone speak for themselves seems to be a good tactic.
Yeah, it was the worst thing to do was this one-to-one, cutting off the mics. In a way, just let him talk. He's got to.
What did you think about the whole golf conversation? That actually struck me as like what? It struck me sideways a little bit.
Oh, all right. Speaking of that cup of tea,
I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year, and we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they've never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden.
Ace it. 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's in your. Anyway, just take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
6, okay.
Look at Trump.
I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
6. A 6, yeah?
He's a 6 handicap of all. I was an 8 handicap. Yeah.
8? It's an 8 now?
Yeah. Now he went from 6 to 8.
Trump was being serious.
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
President Trump, we're going to.
Let's not act like children.
Trump.
Let's not measure anything.
Hilarious.
Trump was serious. Biden was just joking around.
I think a bit earlier today, the Democrats are having an emergency meeting, aren't they, tomorrow?
To
discuss whether he should carry on. So who knows? He could be out.
Yeah, he's out, man.
We'll find out in August.
Yeah, there he is. He's back.
Welcome back.
Johnny Grammaticus did find funny Biden challenging Trump to a game of golf if Trump carries his own clubs. Yeah, I mean that was an all right line. I mean, he was slurring and mumbling so much it was hard to. Wow. Initially, when he started answering, it was hard to understand exactly what he said.
And whenever he gets involved with figures as well, when he's trying to recite whether it was 10 million or $1 billion, he just gets so confused. It's embarrassing.
He said in this debate,
"The fuck is that?
We have 1,000 trillionaires."
Yeah, that's right. And he changed the next.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is.
We don't have 1,000 trillionaires. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Well, no, I like your shirt. Keep it on.
It's not. It's like it's not my shirt. Oh wait, it is my shirt. Holy shit! Oh, it's yellow. Oh, it's yellow.
No, it's not your shirt, dude. It moved. It's some
put
kind of. It's something wrong with. It's fucking part of the camera, right? Stand up.
No.
Tel Aviv.
I put a yellow shirt on just to be like freaky. It's like it was hidden in my closet, man.
No, there's
Yeah,
something
and-
overlaying your shirt.
No,
Yeah, dude.
I got a black shirt on.
Now-
Just take
now
your
we-
shirt off. Take it off.
No,
Take it
I
off.
can't. I can't.
No,
Why?
there's-
Dude, I
some
gotta
kind of-
tell you, I did 20 miles on my bike today. It almost fucking
Well, let's
killed
see
me.
what you're working with. then.
Wait, and dude, I
Calm down, Tom.
swam.
Damn.
I swam 3 days this week in the fucking ocean out there. And you know what? What happened to me the last time I swam? The current changed. The current changed. You got to be ready for this, base, because this is what happens. The current changes. And,
it does.
and I was fucking swimming. Normally I swim into the current, right? Because you want it to be easy coming back. You can rest, you can float. You know what I mean? And
Sure.
I'm fucking cruising. I'm like, holy
Always
shit.
going against
I'm
the
starting to think about all those high springs when I went to school in Gainesville. They had high springs, man. They were fucking send you. You were fucking like Johnny Weissmuller out there.
Okay.
And I'm fucking swimming like that. Yeah. Wait. Give it.
That's enough adjectives for one night. What I want to know.
Wait. Steve, is he going to drive this conversation?
Do you know how many trillionaires there are in America? Do you know how many there are?
How many what?
Trillionaires there are in America. Now,
Wait.
said there
I'm
was
talking
there was
about
1,000.
swimming in creeks in Florida.
There's
and
actually
you're,
no-
and you're
you
trying to
shouldn't
drive
be
the
talking about
conversation.
that.
No individual has claimed the status of trillionaire yet in America, and yet he said there was 1,000 of them.
Yeah. Oh, McGrandy. It's just that it's a non sequitur. A massive.
Okay. All
non
right.
sequitur.
You're in charge, buddy.
So
I
we're all revolving around the planet of Biden over here. You're out swimming in the ocean with the currents. You know what I'm talking about, dog? It ain't
Yeah,
like-
I got you, buddy. I got you.
McGrandy,
I got you.
You can speak in a bit.
No, he's right. Steve is right.
Okay, but let me talk about
Steve
Camel
is
Toe.
right.
Let me talk about Camel Toe Harris. if for example, if for example they put out
Pescador. He's throwing the bait. He's throwing that bait.
and they bring in BJ Harris. Now, if they bring in BJ Harris, now are they gonna put her forward, or are they gonna drop her for another white man?
I'm loving this.
What's the Democrats gonna do?
Fucking yellow shirt, man. I had no idea.
Because they're not going to win with
America
they're not going to win it with Camel Toe Harris, and
Yeah, this is a major conundrum.
yeah,
Because
and
they're-
Gavin may not. They reckon. Sorry, Steve. They reckon under the odds he's going to be 5 points behind Trump anyway. So,
Based on their own polling.
but yeah, well, based on polling that I've seen anyway.
Right.
So,
Well, Gavin doesn't have one thing, a glaring example of, like, there's one glaring example of his governing, and that is
Like
the
that,
state,
don't you?
the state
I saw
of
you.
California.
it's
You
bankrupt.
follow me?
Yep.
You look at LA, you look at San Francisco. You know, if he's running, people are going to be posting the poop maps from San Francisco, what areas you go to, where the
Yeah.
homeless don't shit all
Oh,
over the
shit.
place. You know,
Don't spray that shit on yourself there. Don't spray that shit on you, man.
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about top spraying that fucking sunscreen bullshit, fucking bug shit.
Steve, you're 100%.
Yeah. All right.
Steve,
I got you. You know what though? You got to wear clothes.
Oh god.
You spray it on your clothes. This is serious shit here, based. We're fucking Americans. Mosquitoes are a big fucking problem.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying, wear the clothes, dude. Fucking cotton, long sleeves, and fucking spray the fucking clothes. You know.
It's 90 degrees outside. I'm hot.
It doesn't matter. I fucking rode today.
I
Dude,
can't just go swimming across the lake.
I
and
know.
currents.
All right, take a shower then.
Move across the Delaware River.
Take a shower.
The Schuylkill River. Catch the dead bodies under me. Yeah.
Steve, Steve,
Yeah,
I know.
in the back chat, there's a clip titled Karen, and it's the 4th of July, and they were setting some fireworks off when you were talking earlier on, and she doesn't like fireworks.
It's fucking awesome.
She loses her shit, mate. That, if you know,
Tell me,
it's
Top, that shit isn't
because
great.
when you were talking about fireworks earlier on, I just thought in the back chat. That'd be very funny. How are you, Anna?
Okay, can you hear me at all?
Yeah, we can
hear you.
Okay, great. No, I'm just listening. I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's okay.
Handa ho.
Fascinating.
Handa ho, Anna. Handa ho.
Yes, of course. Only the best.
And welcome. What do you think about the
Welcome,
elections? Anna, real quick, the EU elections, what are you thinking? Are you
I
happy?
know I don't vote in this shit. It's all fake. Fuck the EU.
Well, you know about it. You're aware of it.
Yeah, 9th of June. It was a month ago.
So are you happy with the results of these fake
No,
elections?
it's all fake. As I told you, it's fake.
So you don't give a shit.
I'll be
It's
happy
exactly
to use
what's
soft.
happened. That's the good thing. That's the good thing. Anna,
Sorry, pardon me, Anna. I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
What?
I didn't hear what you were saying.
I said that EU elections is fake, and it doesn't matter what you vote for because it's all the same. Also, I saw that Greg Topo just left because he doesn't like me, but doesn't matter. So whatever. So I just listen to you. It's the EU is just whatever. Hope it is solved soon. Yeah.
Oh, then it blocks this.
Understood. Is that a child?
Hey, what child?
My son's building a electronic thing in the
Ah,
background.
okay. That's
I
okay.
heard Japanese there, man. Was that
Building an
Japanese?
electric chair.
Was that Moneste?
Not yet.
Moneste? I heard something there. Moneste.
So what do the people think if they drop Joe? Do you think they're going to bring Harris in, or do you think?
I think they will bring Harrison.
I think it's absolutely a beautiful.
But they're going to lose. They're going to lose. With
Well, here's a question for you, Last Dance. Would Kamala Harris benefit from a convention with her debating against other potential candidates? Would that benefit her, or would it benefit her to just have some incumbency direct shot right to it?
That has the latter for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, right. But for the American people, it would be really great to see her go up against some of these names that people are rattling off.
It's too late for that, I think.
Yeah,
the Democratic National Convention would be an absolute bombshell of an event if they did this.
Well, that's true. I mean, if you're looking for
it
TV ratings, it would be great for the network.
It would destroy. It might motivate voters. It might be the kick that they need. It could also make her look like a gigantic idiot, and
well, it's going to make the Democratic Party look like idiots. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of nominating a vice president is that person is ready to step in and be president. That's basically that, and casting the votes in the Senate when there's a tie. Those are the only two duties.
You think with her that was the only motivation for choosing?
That's the problem. Is that wasn't even that wasn't even a part at all of her evaluation. She was solely chosen for her identity, that she's a black woman to get votes.
Well, in 2016, in 2016, she was described as an Indian American woman, and then in 2020, she was described as a black.
I thought that was Pocahontas.
I find it interesting that you, as a Brit, are dissecting the genealogy of Americans, and you know that we are a diverse people.
Yeah, but you can't change ethnicity.
Nonchalant dance.
You can't say you're an Indian American.
And
then 4 years
what you're
later,
forgetting,
declare
mate.
yourself as a black American.
Base, what you're forgetting, mate, is that Kamala.
You can say you can grab a woman's
Base, what you're forgetting is Kamala
get
doesn't
away
really.
with it because
for
you're
fuck's sake.
Donald Trump.
Just
It's the same logic
I can
you're
hear you.
applying here.
What you're forgetting about Kamala is this, mate. She knows what could be unburdened by what had been. So she's not too worried, mate.
Yeah, I still don't know what that means.
I fucking don't know what it means.
Yeah. So when you were saying debate, I was trying to figure one of her stupid sayings, and she said it so many times, isn't she?
Hey, Aphid.
Everywhere she went, she was saying it that way.
It makes no sense, and you can actually bring that quote up, and she said it about 20 times in different venues. Yeah, but bring it up.
I'll tell you what. The most embarrassing one, I think, this is so embarrassing. If you can find it, Steve, it's probably only about 30 seconds long, if that, when she's with the Polish Prime Minister, and he's asked a very important question about immigration, and she just looks at him and goes, "Oh, a friend in need," as if like, "Quick, help me out, answer this," and she's doing a giggle. If you can find it, it's just, it's cringeworthy. She's absolutely hopeless.
A friend in need? She said that?
Yeah.
A friend in need, put down Karis, Poland. I'm sure it'll come out.
Yeah, it's worth watching.
What's that saying she says?
It's what could be unburdened by what had been. I think that's right.
I can't even bother putting that in.
It's longer than that.
Is it longer than that? Is it?
It's longer than that, but it does make more sense than that.
Is it the thing with about Ukraine? She's laughing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is cringe, dude. All right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Please make us cringe, my friend. Cringe out the panel.
This is the VP, my granddad's guy.
Yeah, I mean,
do think they have to move forward with her though, because if they choose her and then they throw her out for someone else and she doesn't actually have the next in line, that's like
a white male.
Not good.
What?
The United States is going to do more specifically to set up a permanent infrastructure, and relatedly, is the United States willing to make a specific allocation for Ukrainian refugees? And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay, I go first.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm wondering what the United States is going to do more specifically to set up a permanent infrastructure.
they're just going to show the same thing again.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not the saying. That's not the saying.
So not the video I'm looking for.
Was she repeating the question?
Yeah, she was repeating the question.
That's the friend in need, the friend indeed. But I thought you were talking about her phrase that she uses over and over again.
Yeah, what's that one?
Not letting the past dictate the future.
Yeah, put that one in. See if we can find that one as well. That's just crazy. And if you put Kamala,
there's loads of those as well. She said it so many times.
Another good one is Kamala school bus. Put that in. That's good. So I'll find that for you now.
Smokesteve's Dance, can you put up Smokesteve's or wife's comment about Welshman for him to see that?
I got it.
Thanks.
So I'm on it. Doing everything over here, Last Dance. Thanks, Mod.
But they are in most cases.
Shock my pay.
You see that?
That's
Welshman?
it.
0. Okay, there's the comment.
Yeah, it's in the back chat.
I don't think he paid attention that whole time. He was something else.
All right, Welshman.
What's that?
My wife says, do you ever notice that every woman or person of color is a diversity hire, according to Based Welshman? True or
actually,
untrue?
it wasn't me who said that. Well, it wasn't me who said that, though, was it? I wouldn't say that about Ben Carson, though, considering he's a brain surgeon. You know what I mean? I can't believe she's
not a
person of color. Yes.
What's that?
He's not a woman currently. Yeah.
The women the women are not a diversity hire, but the person of color definitely yes. In Austria, there are a lot of
in
black
this
people.
case, in this
1%,
case,
but in all positions, yeah.
how about in this case, VP, Indian but now black woman as VP?
Yeah.
But woman through and through.
Well, Biden says he was the first black woman in an interview this week, so as president. So
Yeah,
Well, I
and
guess I'm going to
it's
check that
funny.
off the list then.
He was
Yeah.
trying to
we're
say
checking those lists off left and right now. We're doing good.
he was trying to basically say he was proud to have her as the
It was
first.
a gap. Yeah.
And he just jumbled it all together and said, "I'm proud to be." You
Yeah.
know, it was like,
Steve, I've put the school buses one in the back if you want to play it.
School buses. We're
They-
watching
they-
Magic
yeah.
School Bus.
Hell yeah.
Steve,
Chris
I,
is about to
I
get
think
Rizzo.
we all
She's
agree
hot, the
that,
teacher.
that Biden is impaired.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And Trump is too, though.
Not,
Yep, he is.
Not in the
He
same
is.
way.
not
We don't
in the
have many
same way.
choices here. It's fucking
Not in the
sad.
same way.
He's more evil, and Biden's more like I feel so bad. He's an old man.
Well, when
Right
I saw Biden talking, I was like, you know, oh my God, face, like I couldn't believe it. And then when Trump started, I was like, I don't like this man, but this is the same man that I saw 4 years ago,
Yeah.
2 years
It's-
ago.
It's like
He
a horror.
rambles on. He's fucking,
Dictator.
he's
It's like-
incoherent sometimes just because of his rambling, but it isn't because of his mental acuity. It's because
Dude,
he just,
it's a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking
just
horror
talks.
story.
I can't
It's
do
like Stephen
It's
King.
cruel.
Fucking 10
It's cruel.
times.
it. Whoa! Don't go with Stephen King. He's a very well leader in the Democratic Party. Stop.
Good English.
Just
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Top
he-
of
Stephen King would be proud of your grammar in English. But I mean, great writer. So I mean, whatever. I don't really.
But so your wife said that, Harris is actually, she's an AG, she's smart, she can handle the job. I don't see that based on her public relations and speaking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I wouldn't be comfortable with that. I don't see intelligence. I really don't. I see cluelessness.
RW, how could she be a solicitor? This is what I was speaking to another panel the other day, because she can't speak, can she? She can't give speeches, and obviously she can't answer questions. That's not the way you answer a question but in Poland, is it, about refugees?
I have a question about RW.
So is she a diversity hire from the start, as Steve's wife would say? Because that's the impression she gets me, RW. How could she defend cases? The way she speaks, the way she phrases questions.
That is my opinion.
Wasn't she
Why
asked
do you
in an
muddy the
interview?
waters?
Wasn't she asked in an interview that you're in charge of the border? Have you visited the border yet? And she says, yeah, I've visited the border. And then he questions her again. You've actually visited the border? She goes, well, actually, my people have visited the border.
Yeah,
that's right. Now, I brought this up with my wife today. I said,
that's crunchy peanut butter.
I said, wife, that's how I talk to her. Wife.
Yeah, right.
They're going to take that clip of her, and the border issue is so hot right now on both sides. They're going to use her failures as the border czar against her. And it's going to be easy peasy, man.
Yep.
These ads are going to write themselves. There's so much video. There's so many gaffes of questions that she didn't answer about it.
She followed that
one
up,
in
Steve.
charge of. Oh yeah, huge. And this is what I'm saying. This is going to weigh against her huge.
She's completely unpopular with the Democrat Party. She was the second worst voted when she pulled out.
She followed that interview up though with a question that when he said, "You've known my people have been," and he goes, "So you've never been there?" And she went, "Well, I've never been to Europe either," and then doing a cackly laugh, which was just the most pathetic fucking answer. Jesus Christ!
That's exactly what she said.
My English friends.
Why do all the
my
UK
Britain
people
friends,
know?
You guys sound like Soviet agents, man.
I was about to say, why do all the UK people know more about our politicians than we do?
Because he gets reported a lot here on the news.
I don't know
Well,
shit about the Queen. Oh, the Queen's dead. I shouldn't say that.
Long live the king.
I watch certain YouTube channels,
Mm-hmm.
and between I watch Mark Dice every day with
You're a
5-minute
victim
video.
of the algorithm, my friend.
No, it's
You
called
don't know what it's
subscribe.
like. Oh yeah.
During the primaries,
you
didn't she accuse Biden of being a
I guarantee
racist?
you. Same with you, my friend Anna. How the hell are you?
What?
I said, how the hell are you?
Oh no, I just listened to this and fascinated.
I know I'm saying
uh,
hello, Anna.
How do you
It's
do?
me. It's me. Your
Okay,
nemesis.
I know
Good to
you.
talk
No,
to
it's no
Keith.
problem.
Your nemesis.
All right.
As I said,
What's up?
what was in the past is gone. I hope also for the other people here. I'm
Jawohl.
here to listen to you. I
Jawohl.
like it. What I wanted to tell you is just that politics, all the politicians work together. We fight and they drink champagne and celebrate. Also in Ukraine.
Exactly. That's right.
That's it.
That's what it comes down to.
That's it.
Division allows people to have power. Division and chaos creates an opportunity for leaders to make things right. Anna, you're brilliant. Good to talk to you.
No. it's not my statement. Thank you. So I listen to
No,
you.
I
It's
didn't.
about the English. My bad English is not needed here, so I listen to you and
Oh, your
enjoy.
English is perfect.
It was very zen.
Yeah, come on.
Your English is perfect.
Steve.
Yeah.
I've put another clip in the back. Can you play this clip, please?
It depends
Oh,
what
no.
it is.
Another goose stepping fucking influence.
Which one, Dane
How many minutes
Garcia?
are we in? That's 1 hour and 13 minutes.
The one I just dropped in that says
That was real
gas.
peanut butter too. It's crunchy, man. But
it's
it
the
was
last one.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan's my favorite. You Brits don't know that shit. Peter Pan's
Oh, no
got the
wonder you're a
best.
Joe Biden voter.
He's riding with Biden, dude.
Hey, that's my slogan now.
Hey, calm down.
Riding with Biden.
Oh shit, I lost it.
Hmm.
There it is. Okay. A little one-on-one. I think I can play this. It's from NBC News.
It was ABC. That was where the interview was.
This particular one is with Lester Holt.
Lester's a kind man.
Softball questions.
Not a common name. For the new
Bullshit,
generation.
dude.
I bet
You ever see
she-
what those little fucking fragile bitches at fucking
Oh.
Fox do?
What is he?
Any plans to visit the border?
At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
Wow. Wow.
Solid.
Your
Solid
border.
vote.
Not Europe's border. Your border.
So we saved $3 million in fucking
So how
transatlantic flights on.
can someone?
I don't
can some-
understand the relevance.
Can someone
Relevance. What does that mean?
Just shut up, Magranda. You've got nothing good to say.
I'm not going to shut up, you.
Well, that was an hour and 20 minutes.
Right. Okay. Can someone explain to me how she represents someone in a court case? Because with answers like this, you just wouldn't want it as your solicitor, would you?
Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go have a cigarette. You go ahead, dominate the conversation, my friend.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Put that cigarette in the ground.
Go ahead, dominate.
Yeah, I don't think she's a very strong candidate. I do think she has a certain amount of weight, and being the vice president, that does carry some, but on her merit, I don't think she, as vice president, and what she's achieved, I don't think she has it.
All I've ever seen her to champion is freedom of choice, or the my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all I've seen her champion.
Can you imagine if they debated? Because if Joe pulls out in on that Democratic conference, when's that? And when's the last debate? Is the last debate in September or October?
Mid-September.
Yeah, 11th is in my brain for some reason.
He won't be the nominee by then.
So that will mean Kamala Harris will be. And
It doesn't
she
mean
will-
that either.
Well, okay, we'll just say that as a scenario.
It's gonna be
Well,
Galvin.
Okay. Whoever it is, they'll have to debate Trump. Now, Gavin might be able to debate Trump, but he's got a lot of ammo to throw at Gavin, isn't he? But Kamala Harris, she can't debate. She wouldn't be able to debate Trump. No chance.
Topple's got a point though. Topple actually has an interesting point because Oliver is like no one's paying attention to him, but if the Democratic Party is in such shambles by September, which is I guess a small possibility, and they actually put the independent in for him to debate, that would be amazing.
They wouldn't do that.
Not good for the Democratic Party, but good for the American people.
They wouldn't do that. That's just like a pipe dream.
The Democratic Party is fucked. They had years to work on it. They never did. They were idiots. They were too busy trying to get Trump off the ballot. And the only thing they needed to do was find someone younger, prop them up, and they would have won this upcoming election because the big bad orange man's on the other side.
Well, what do you think about RFK not being on the stage when Biden and Trump went at it?
For me personally, I hate hearing him talk because his voice irritates me, but I do like him.
I mean, it's about what he's saying, though, right?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
I think that the Democrats didn't want it on because that would have been even worse for Joe. He was kind of screwed either way. But the Republican
You taking off, Anna?
Yes, I have to. It's 3 a.m. here. So see you next time. Thanks for having me and enjoy. Bye. Take care.
Great seeing you, Anna.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
I'll tell McGrande you said bye.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
just
Tell
ask
him whatever. Bye. Bye. Take care.
I digress.
See
Yeah,
ya.
go ahead.
Sorry,
Can
I
I just
interrupted
ask?
you.
Can I,
RW.
can I just ask a question? You're saying that they should have got a younger person than Biden, propped him up, and blah blah. But surely that would only be on. But surely that would only be on the basis if he's prepared to step down, and he might not be.
That's not true. He could have been primaried out, and it's not selected yet.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right, I didn't know that. Ah.
Yeah. You even if you're a president on your first term, doesn't mean you're automatic the nominee for the second term if you go for a second term.
Right.
And I mean, obviously, the greatest advantage in any presidential election is incumbency, and that is by far. So there is a train of thought that says leave the old man in there, get him elected, and then you're going to be guaranteed to be left with Kamala.
I got a question that you guys kind of brought up subtly. They're not exactly Hunter Biden being in the meetings at Camp David and stuff like that. Have you guys been paying any attention to that? Where his son's now sitting in presidential meetings?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does he make any decisions?
Well,
that's what I don't understand. Like, we have a convicted felon. It's not a good look. I just don't understand how that's not being like.
We're about to elect one.
But RW, the bottom is Hunter is the smartest man Joe's ever known.
Besides talking points, like that's a very bad look.
I know. Just been sad. Sorry.
That conviction was bullshit. So I don't want to hear anything about his being a convicted felon.
You don't agree with him lying on his gun report and then smoking crack and getting a foot job from a hooker while he was smoking crack with his gun?
I agree with all of that. I think that is all. I think that's all good stuff.
He's getting it done right now. You just can't see it.
America, party it up.
I don't. Is it
even
okay
Jimmy
for an
Carter
unelected
had a
official
bad
to be
brother
sitting in these meetings though?
Even
Either
Jimmy
way.
Carter, his brother was like a fucking wild man. He used to cause all kinds of problems for him.
Billy Beer.
Yeah.
What?
Billy Beer.
Billy Carter, right? Billy Beer, named after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some real problems with Billy. He was meeting with Libyan officials, and he wasn't a registered foreign agent.
Another hunter.
And last dance, isn't it true that Jimmy Carter, who's still fucking alive in hospice for almost 2 years, is a true blue fucking American?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what counts for you, you insurgents from the old republic. Maybe remember, it's not too far after July 4th. We understand what you Brits are trying to do to divide us.
Hear the fireworks? I can hear fireworks now.
Nobody's trying to divide us, McGrath. No.
I'm only having fun here.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to create some rancer in the conversation.
We only divide ourselves.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
only attack
we
the
do.
shit out of ourselves
We do.
now.
But we have an opportunity to attack 2 foreigners.
Well, I don't want to attack foreigners.
I don't attack anybody.
No.
Well,
I'm all about defending, but not attacking for no reason.
We're just
all about
just using the little fucking
What was
skinny
that?
sword. We're
Someone's
using
talking.
the skinny sword here. It's nothing. No big
Yeah, what
deal.
about renowned world famous atheist Ronald Reagan Jr.?
Well, he's a pretty good dancer. I'm not sure he's a man or not, but
Are you saying he's gay? Is that what you're trying to say?
Or a woman?
That's Chase Oliver.
I'm just not sure about that stuff. Last Dance.
What about Ronald Reagan's daughter? Didn't she have like some drug problems and shit?
Who cares about the
Dude.
goddamn kids?
There's,
Can I bring
there's
up
so
a-
much dirt on
children?
Ronald Reagan's wife, Nancy. She was like the big slut of Hollywood. And you know what? It's
That
a
sounds like
shame.
this
It's a
flash.
shame that I should even say that because
Yes,
it's,
you should
it's
be ashamed.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And you know what? I find it. I liked Ronnie. Ronnie was a fucking crazy motherfucker. He was funny. He was talented. Had fucking. And I'm an old cowboy man. Okay.
All
I
about the
watch
Ronnie,
those
not
shows.
Donnie.
Ronald Reagan got roasted by Dean Martin and Don Rickles and all of those old fucking
you know what?
hilarious guys. It was one of the funniest roasts ever.
Yeah, they were real men, and that's what's funny. Everybody today has lost their balls. Everybody's a coward.
Our very own Margaret Thatcher got on extremely well with Ronald.
Yeah,
Margaret Thatcher.
wasn't one of Ronald Reagan's comeback?
Of course you would.
When they said to him,
Of course you would.
Hold on.
about his age being.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I
Brilliant
will not.
vibe.
I will not
Wait,
take
wait
advantage.
there.
It was
there.
great. It was. I have to quote. I will not take advantage of my younger opponent's age. And he was talking to Walter Mondale. Yeah, it was fucking beautiful. It was like the most wonderful fucking.
Yeah, but Joe can't say that, can he? Yeah, can I just bring up a subject, Steve?
Feel free.
I watched the video earlier on from a young YouTuber, and he's been filming a lot of the stuff in New York.
I'm a big fan of Mr. Beast.
With the migrants in the hotels and the centres they're in. So he went down to the southern border with his mother, actually. And he's a young lad, he's like early 20s or something, with his mother. And cut a long story short, it was try and get it short. It was a good video about them coming in, and when the police turn up, no one's there because they got all the lookouts anyway. He spoke to the mayor of his town there, and the mayor had this opinion of what he believes they plan to do. He was a Republican, but this was his throwback. This was his thing. He said they're gonna pile migrants into lots of blue states, like California and New York and.
Well, it won't matter in California because they already have the vote locked down there, so they need to put the migrants in the swing states where there would be.
Okay, but let me finish it first. So what? I've never heard this opinion before.
Fucking nonsense is what it is.
So what he said they're gonna flood a lot of the blue states with migrants, and then get them to vote because register them, get them to vote.
How the fuck
And
can they vote if
shut-
they're not
shut-
U.S. citizens? They cannot
Please.
vote if they're not
Please.
U.S. citizens. It's
Please.
all fucking malarkey. You're
Right.
talking
Can
bullshit.
I finish? Can I finish?
No, you can't because it's nonsense.
Let him finish.
Well, all right, give them fucking a minute. 60 seconds.
Okay.
Just to get it straight here, you're not the fucking host on here, right? Steve's the
I'm
host
just
on here.
saying that's.
So shut your fucking
Hey.
mouth.
Oh,
You've got nothing good
what?
to say.
Okay.
You've got nothing good to say. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to say what this mayor said.
Get to the
Right.
point. Get to the point.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. There you go.
So the mayor said that they're going to try and flood predominantly blue states. Now, okay, that's news to me. So he's saying, and what they're going to try and do over a period of time is increase the electoral vote numbers on those states. And that over could that be the case, Last Dance or Steve?
Yes,
No.
that is correct.
But it's only calculated off the census that's done every
Yeah,
10 years.
exactly.
He mentioned the census. He actually mentioned the census.
Yes.
So there we go. So can someone explain that to me a little bit better, Last Dance? Or Steve,
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever?
nonsense. It's nonsense.
No.
I'll just the apportionment of representatives in the House of Representatives is based on population, and it counts everybody, including people like illegal aliens. They get counted too.
Yeah.
And they count for apportionment. But that only gets done once every 10 years based on a census that's done once every 10 years.
Exactly.
So
and a big winner, let's be clear that one of the big winners here is Texas.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty conservative state. So it's not clear whether this cuts for
Yes.
conservatives or against them.
I think the ramifications of this type of census also indicates the amount of federal funding that goes to those states with higher population numbers.
No,
So,
I don't
like
know.
social services, for example, or all kinds of federal funds that go to the states.
Nice.
So I wasn't talking bullshit then, McGrande. And I think he mentioned as well that they would increase representatives in the Congress because of that.
You have to have a population increase significant enough to change.
That's what they're saying. That's the point.
Well,
he's making.
it's not going to be based upon
So that
a bunch of illegal aliens. They have to be bona fide U.S. citizens for that to happen.
No, that's not true.
What do you mean? As far as the census, you're correct, but as far as boosting the ability to have registration for new people because of illegal aliens there's no correlation whatsoever.
Well, we're not talking about voting. We're talking about apportionment.
No, he is going towards that.
Well, let him get there then.
I was talking about representatives, but by doing those actions, they would get more representatives in the Congress. That's what I was suggesting at the last point.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. So I am fucking talking sense. Okay. Thank you. It's a bit, it's a bit sketchy in my brain, but I am a foreigner.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's the same for us when you guys talk about yours. Earlier, someone said somebody got 100,000 votes and got 4 people in, and someone with millions of votes got 5 people in, or whatever. I guess they're MPs. So it's the same for us looking in on yours, or maybe not Last Dance. The guy seems to know everything about geopolitics, but for a lot of us, it's confusing.
Their system is much more chaotic than ours is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right. It's a pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Apportionment here is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
we've got a bird.
Freaking out though.
That thing is awesome. What is that? A Rhode Island red?
No, it's some type of speckled, like they lay green and blue eggs. I don't know what it is though.
I
just
think
showing the group.
I think you should get it out of the lights and let it get in the fucking dark and cuddle that baby.
Cuddle it?
Not exactly gonna do that on this ranch. That's not what we do here.
Go cuddle your chicken, and then
Don't knock it. Could be a lot of money in it.
You got any roast potatoes to go with that and some gravy?
Yeah, maybe later. It might be what happens.
I mean, yeah, that's an eater at that size. Right, Last Dance? All right.
Yeah, right. You ask the expert.
I know. I'm gonna wipe off my mouse. Shall I show you my mouse? No, it's
actually.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Steve, and Last Dance, and anyone else that's sensible, it's the first time I've heard that
That's
opinion.
sensible.
And obviously, I was listening to it because it was coming from a border township airline. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild, for sure.
Different ways of looking at it. You know what I mean? And like I said, it can work. Do it.
I'm gonna take
Obviously,
off,
they're
guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just
I
got
know.
here, man.
I know. I just I don't want to interrupt with the flow. Based, good to talk to you. Top, of course, you, Steve, and Last Dance. Thank you for having me.
All right, you take care, man.
Hey, don't be shy to jump back on if you want.
Yeah,
See
take
you.
care, bud.
That works. Whatever McGrandy wants to do is good. He's always welcome.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
He left.
Out of anger or like all happy, like, you guys have a great night?
I don't know. He just seemed like he was sort of indifferent and said, I don't want to interrupt the conversation, and left.
Oh.
It was cool. Don made a parsley liqueur. That sounds, I got to say,
disgusting.
Nasty. Like, fucking parsley.
With salmon? Ugh.
No, she must like it. She knows what she's doing.
I mean, yeah, it's funny.
I mean, I would try it.
Yeah, I mean, I made cannabis like hard alcohol before, and it's foul. It is foul, dude.
I would think that would.
That's a similar type of deal, right?
Well, what happens is you get this chlorophyll taste in the liquor. It's hard to not get that. It's tough. That chlorophyll.
Yeah, but Steve, does it have the desired effect though?
It does. But I prefer to, basically I'm a smoker, and that'll change someday. But right now, I like to smoke my cannabis.
Yeah, same here.
Someday, if I feel that it's affecting me adversely, I will go to edibles. But for now, it's good.
I get high on Jesus. Sorry.
King of Kings, buddy. I got you back.
What was that?
Oh, don't start that again. So how's everybody doing?
Steve, you've just reminded me of something.
Yes.
I've forgotten all about it, but I have actually got a couple of sweets in the back of the veg department of the fridge. I've just remembered, only because you've just said, wrapped up in a little bag. I might have to try one of those in a minute.
It's that Jesus is king being. You notice Jesus is king being floating around the internet.
Oh no! Be gentle.
I wasn't sure what you said, Baseballshman. Speak into the mic a little better.
Yeah. Because Jesus is king. It's been going around the internet like quite a lot for the last 2 months. You know.
What internet? Twitter? The Twitter machine?
Yeah.
4chan.
4chan.
I haven't seen, or like Christ is King, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Christ is King, yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of that, but I don't frequent places that would be probably saying that. I don't know.
Get a drink.
It's not part of his algorithm. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
In all honesty, that hasn't stood out to me. Have you seen it a lot, Base Welshman?
Well, I've searched it out. People are saying it's.
It's got a little bit of something to do with it when you search it.
Yeah, they say, oh yeah, just anti-Semitic and stuff. People are saying. Some people are saying.
Oh, now that's anti-Semitic?
Yeah, that's not good.
Dude, anti-Semitism in the Nexus server right now is off the charts. Constant.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let's ask our resident person. Last dance is to say Christ is King anti-Semitic.
Not in a vacuum. Of course not.
Yeah, it's something to do with the scriptures as well, though. By saying Christ is King is supposed to be anti-Semitic. So I don't know. I don't know enough about that subject.
It seems to be. I see it in a lot of the bios for people that follow Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
They're also called America Firsters.
Yeah.
And they tend to be a very virulent anti-Semitic bunch of people.
I think more than anything, though, I think they just hijacked it as well. I don't think they started it. I'm not 100%. I'm more than likely, but I think they would just hijacked it. I think that's how I see it as.
Hey, something interesting today.
It's hard to hear you, Base Welshman.
Something interesting today was that don't know you guys what you'd think as well is that in because it's been the election, it's all the news about the election in the UK. So that doesn't mean wars stop. It just doesn't get reported on. So it's still going on in Ukraine. It's still going on in Gaza. But so we really haven't heard anything for the last week about what's going on with the war. But then today, now the election's over, there's been an airstrike in Gaza at a school. They've actually blown a school up, killing 16 kids. And it's just going to be interesting what the world reaction is, because when Putin hit a school in the Ukraine, he's a war criminal, and he needs to be arrested and executed. And it's just going to be interesting how they react to this, because surely that's the same crime.
But who's setting that narrative? The United States?
What regarding Putin being a war criminal?
Yeah, for one being and the other not. Who's setting that?
I don't know. I don't know what the reaction is going to be yet, because it only happened this afternoon. So it's just going to be interesting to see how the world leaders are they going to come out and condemn him and say, as the Israeli leader, he's now a war criminal. He should be arrested, because we've certainly got the ability to go in there and do that. So he's doing it, but Putin's a war criminal, and yet he seems to be getting away with it. But I don't know what the overall reaction is yet. We'll know by tomorrow. But they'd have the ability to go into Israel and arrest him.
Who does?
Yeah, who's gonna do that?
The world powers.
That would be an act of war. That'd be pretty tricky business there.
How do you deal with a war criminal then? You just label him it and then don't do anything about it. The guy needs to be caught.
We had plenty of those in the U.S.
Well, we didn't have that after World War II. There was the hearings where many a German officer, an SA officer, and captain, Nuremberg, that's the word. Thanks, Base. Got put on trial and were executed. So
the only ones who were executed were the losers. All the Allied war criminals got off scot-free.
Only winners.
That is a very good point, Last Dance. That is a really good point. But it's still awful though. It seems to be one rule for one rule for another. It's not it's just so people like me look at it and just fucking laugh.
The victors write the history.
Yeah, I mean, the whole war criminal business is nonsense. It's all victor's justice. It
Yeah.
doesn't have any credibility in the first place.
But that doesn't mean that some of the people they put to death as a result of the Nuremberg trials weren't justified.
No, I was glad to see them get put to death.
I mean, you would have to imagine that Joseph Mengele should have been there.
Yeah, he should have been there.
Guy lived till a ripe old age in fucking South America, bouncing around as a carpenter.
Yeah, and I think he died in a swimming accident.
Yeah,
playing at the beach.
Good.
Yeah. And then you've got von Braun, who's making your space rockets.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he would be considered a war criminal. He was just
maybe because he made things like the V1 and V2 and bombed the shit out of London.
Well, he just made the weapons. The person that makes the gun isn't the war criminal.
He made the weapons with slaves and prisoners of war.
Can we talk
he was
about
also.
rockets
Can I just remind you as well? He was also in charge of the whole cave network system. Was it in Norway? Of which people came in and he worked them to death because they were Jews and other gypsies and this, that, and the other. He was in charge of that. So I think he is a bit of a war criminal, personally.
Well, that counts. I certainly agree with that.
So I'm curious. I'd love to hear the panel's response to this. The astronauts from the United States are still up on the ISS, and the Boeing shuttle is not safely operational. And the two options that the United States government is playing with is asking Elon Musk to go and send up a Dragon shuttle or whatever to grab them, or ask Russia to go and help get them. That blows my mind that that's even on the table.
They're both enemies of the state, so.
Yeah.
Well, they're up there with Russians. The ISS is actually a joint, joint thing with Russia.
At the same time,
don't forget
financing their beat.
Yeah, but don't forget it'll be a lot cheaper to go through the Russians than it will through Elon Musk. And secondly, that means you're just believing all the propaganda, because this war is just a money-making exercise. Russia and the US will after a few years, when it's over, they'll start to get on again, a renewed relationship and everything. It's all bullshit. They're making this is, as I said to you guys before, this is the most perfect war for the United States of America in their history. They've not got one soldier on the ground. They're fighting Russia, and they're doing it all with Ukraine people. No wonder you're all right to give them weapons, because no one's dying from America. It's the perfect war for you guys. It really is.
Well, it weakens one of our primary enemies.
Exactly.
And all our government has to do is burn our money to make it to prolong it.
I think Blinken said that. I might be wrong on the name there, but one of your big defense spokesman representatives actually said that every day we're weakening the Russians, and it's all good financially and men. And it's like, what about the Ukrainians?
Yeah, exactly.
Not even paid thought of them, is it?
Has anyone been paying attention to the storm system Burl, the one that they predict to be heading towards Donna right now in Texas?
Nope. No, sir.
Decimated some islands, did some damage to Jamaica. I forget what the island is that it decimated, but it's just like flattened it.
Can we get a weather map up? Can we get a?
We've had some small reports about it here, where they show us like a 20-second clip of what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get any weather?
I'm bringing up a predicted path right now. Based.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's the word I was on about. Can you hear me all right?
Grenadine was hit pretty hard, so that means your some of your drinks are going to be going up in price that have grenadine in them.
And that's what matters, fellas.
It's important.
My Shirley Temples, damn it.
Yeah, right. I know. There's got to be something else with grenadine.
About that,
What's that?
You talked to me about Shirley Temples, bro. It's awesome.
Not a girl's drink. That's all I'll say.
Not at all, dude. That cherry's the shit.
Mhm.
That is the cherry on top.
7-Up or Sprite?
7-Up.
Oh,
7-Up.
No, Sprite.
Is my mic better now?
Neither.
Now we found a disagreement.
Okay.
One cherry or two.
You guys
I only
shouldn't
ever
be
got
drinking.
one. You got 2 cherries?
Two
What
cherries.
kind of wealthy ass state are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
You guys shouldn't be drinking soda with sugar in it.
Well, it's
This
not real
coming
sugar.
from
it's high
someone that
fructose.
drinks Bud Light.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't drink like soda pop ever.
Oh, that's
no-
right. Oh, you're from Boston, so you call it soda. Where you, RW? You're
Yeah, it's soda for
Southern.
Marylanders too. Down here it's pop, but up in Maryland it's
pop.
soda.
Okay.
And they call it a knee high. A knee high pop.
A knee high pot.
I don't even know actually what size that is. If it's 2 liter, 1 liter, I have no idea. Guess it depends on the size of your knee. Looking imperial measurements, man.
Jesus. That shit's evil. I think I'm gonna have a Coke with rum.
Do it.
Coke
Do
with
it.
rum.
Oh wait, what?
Rum?
Man, so you're lying. He was lying. I didn't know he was lying.
No, soda's okay if it's got booze in it, and it's totally fine, bro.
That cuts the sugar.
Well, no.
Do you guys? Do you
should
guys
be
in
the new
America?
Do we in
you guys
America? What? Yes, yes.
In your pubs, do you have the? There's like a challenge you can do, which is a yard of ale.
Rare.
Did you ever have? So this is like a glass tube with a big bulbous end, which
Yeah,
which is 1 yard in length, and you fill it with beer. And if you can drink it all in one, you can have it for free.
No, we don't. Most states don't allow binge drinking contests. It's
More
rare.
about the steak eating contests.
You're not allowed to do our car bomb contest.
Yeah, but they don't
As in the
force you to-
drink. As
They
the
don't.
drink.
They don't give you a reward for pounding it in most states. That
Wait,
would
what are we
be-
talking about?
You'd be liable for if the person pounds it and dies, and to win your contest. I mean, the lawsuits would be.
Oh,
by
the
huge,
contest, bar contest. Okay.
I think in the UK, like I said, you don't need a license to give away beer. So I would say, yeah, you don't need a license to give away beer in the UK.
Yeah,
you can
same
literally
thing here.
You can literally get mobile, but you can just give it away. But
No, you
I
need a
suppose-
license.
I suppose if you gave the alcohol away, then it doesn't count. Maybe I don't know.
It's a liability aspect.
Yeah, I suppose so. Suing in America.
We're already causing enough drunk drivers on the road, so we don't need to.
Do you have happy hours where the drinks are like all half price? Early in the
half
evening?
price? Half
Those
price
were
on-
made. Those were made illegal in Massachusetts in the 1980s when there was a string of
Oh my
fatal car accidents from people who had left happy hours.
So what do they call it now in Massachusetts then?
Well,
BYOB.
I'm sure they just outlawed reducing the price of drinks.
they want to put they want it to come back. It's close to coming back.
Let's
But-
try it again, guys.
Is Massachusetts a Commonwealth state?
Yes,
Communist. Oh, I misheard you.
Commonwealth is now.
So you got blue state laws, right?
Yeah, old school laws, but some of those have changed. It used to be that you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays. Now there's only 2 days a year you can't buy alcohol. And I always remember it because it's 2 months that have consecutive holidays. I'll give you guys guesses or speed guesses.
4th of July or Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Nope.
Wait, that's always on Monday. What am I
Is it
saying?
like Easter?
2 months that have consecutive holidays. So it's 1 month, then the other, and this holiday, then that holiday are the 2 days that no booze can be bought.
Is it Ishtar?
Juneteenth.
It's got to be, well, 2 consecutive days of their holidays? I can't
It's not
Thanksgiving
the
and
consecutive
Christmas?
months that these holidays fall in.
So like July, August,
Thanksgiving
January,
and Christmas.
Like
No, it's consecutive.
November and
January,
December?
February.
Like
Bingo! He got it.
Thanksgiving and
November,
Christmas.
December.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are the days.
Because people
You
are
know-
closed. It's actually a blue law.
In the UK, right, I think I'll forgive me if I get it wrong, but I'm going to be within a year or two. There was no drink driving offence until around about 1967. But what surprises me even more, I don't know when your seatbelt law come in, but you had to wear a seatbelt legally not until 1983, which I'm pretty shocked about.
All states are different. All 50 states have
Oh.
different laws with that.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You do
my
have to wear a
state was
seatbelt,
much
though.
later.
You do have to wear a
Yeah, my
seatbelt, though.
state was much later, though. Mine was in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, mine was early 2000s.
Oh, and one
I
thing
think-
we always see on American movies is, which is you have to wear a helmet if you're on a motorbike in the UK. But on the movies, is that the same in the US, or is that state to state?
That's also depends state by state.
State to state, but I think they all have motors.
Only the people that want to live usually wear the helmet.
That's not
Yeah.
true. If you're doing 60, you're dead regardless.
Well, you'll be able to identify. You'll be able to identify the dead body more easily if they're wearing a helmet.
I think it's funny in North Carolina. You're only a bad Christian if you buy alcohol on Sunday before 11 o'clock. So as long as it's 11 o'clock or after, you can buy alcohol on Sunday.
So yeah, like in the UK, we couldn't buy drinks on a Sunday in a pub, but you could, right? If I think it was after a certain time, I think you have Sunday lunches in pubs or whatever, but then the pub would shut like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and then you would buy a ticket, and in that ticket you would get a burger, and because you had a burger, now the burger was like the worst burger in the world. It was like horse, something like that. But the whole point is because
May I say?
you buy alcohol with food, but you only got to buy food once. The rest of the alcohol is just topping up. I mean, it's like an extra drink every time. And that's the loophole. And I miss those days because you had to work pretty hard, sort of thing. And there wasn't many pubs doing it. And then all of a sudden, they pulled the plug and everything was open. The shops were open on Sundays. The fucking pubs are open. And I miss the old times.
Talking about the American movies, and I think it's even to this day. Where does it come from that no matter what movie, no matter what state that actor's in playing a certain character, when they ask the phone number, they go, it's 555. It always starts with that.
Yeah, that's a default number that will go nowhere.
Oh, right. That's interesting.
There's conspiracy theories around that also.
There used to be some like government phone numbers that began with 555. Like information used to be 555-1212, at least in Chicago.
Right.
But no residential or business numbers ever begin with 555.
I can smell the rotary dial from here.
Yes.
Yeah, last dance, do you remember ME61234?
Yes. My phone number in Chicago was BR45887.
What about Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois 60652?
Well,
No,
in the old school days, you could call ME61234 and get the time.
Oh, is the time? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember movie phone.
When you've got letters. When you've got letters, this is something I've never understood. So you'll be able to educate me. When you've got letters just before the number, so call Emmy or me 724 or whatever. What do the letters stand for? Are you doing that on the keypad on the phone where the letter M is, or?
Yes, because there's
right
every digit,
like the letter. Yeah. Like we've all had to do it on old. Well, maybe you guys haven't, but on some of my old intercoms, when I enter a name, I have to type through using the numbers, and they have corresponding groups of letters.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's it.
Right. Cool. Right. I thought it was, but I just wanted to check. So, cool.
I don't remember any of this stuff.
I think they are a relic of when switching was done manually. and you'd have to announce the switching exchange.
So this
And
was
that's
like
what the letters mean. So like BR was like Briar Gate. That was the
So is,
the
this
switch
is the
for my name.
90s? Or this is the 90s?
This is the 70s, for God's
Oh, I was about to
sake.
say.
Or the switch, the manual stuff was long gone by then, but we still had
Anybody know whose number that was?
8675309.
Tommy Two Tone, baby.
But that woman's name?
Jenny.
Thank you.
And
Jenny, how could I hurt you? What a good song.
horrible 80s music.
See, now that's that's an example of a one-hit wonder that is for a forever immortal song.
That's one of the reasons 80s sucked.
Project 2025 plan is not a game.
What is that?
Look it up.
That's kind
He's
of
watching his porn.
Did you guys hear
How? Huh?
who is this? Is it Lee?
It's
No,
Bacardi.
it's not me. It's not me.
Did you know that it is
Mute Welshie.
Is it Welshie?
Yeah, it's
Bass? It's falling asleep. Hello?
That was funny, yo. I thought it was
What's
me.
going?
I'm like, what did I leave on? Where is that coming from? What the
I just killed all my tabs, damn it.
I need beer and to release urine.
All right, buddy, in that order.
Were you looking up something about Project 2025, dude?
I'm going to get a drink. See you in a minute.
I can, but no.
Yeah, let's talk Project 2025.
I don't even know what Project 2025 is.
I don't know what it is either.
I'm interested to learn now.
I just found
Conservative
it here.
Christian,
It
apostate
eliminate the Department of Education. One.
Welshman, your microphone drifted under the bed or something, dude. Well, come on. Be right back.
Is that better now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, eliminate the Department of Education. Use public funds to pay for private religious schools.
I like this much more.
Encourage Christian indoctrination through public schools.
It's already happening.
Civil rights and DEI protection in all levels of government.
This sounds like a 1930s radio.
Eliminate no fault divorce. It goes on and on. It's like another 20 points.
The aliens are here.
It's apparently a big boogeyman for the left to claim that it's what's going to be the next Trump administration is going to enact this.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Smokesteve's wife bringing up Project 25.
Right.
Yeah, earlier, yeah.
Makes sense.
Is it directly related to the Christian National Movement, or are those two separate entities? Because they're both moving in the same direction, sort of.
Well, the first couple of points about Christians. Yeah.
I mean, some of that is a great idea, and I support it 100%. But a whole lot of it is not going to fly.
So, yeah,
Right.
quickly, it says the Project 2025 document outlines 4 main aims. Restore the family as the centerpiece of American life. That's related to the common good. Dismantle the administrative state. I don't know how to get into that one. Defend the nation's sovereignty and borders, and secure God-given individual rights to live freely. And I think we're already pushing forward on that in public schools now.
That's the most
Let's go one thing at a time. Restore the family as the centerpiece of American life.
Right.
I like that. Well, let's see here. In order to maintain a population of human beings, you need them to procreate.
Bill Gates.
So what are you going to push back on?
So let's say the first one sounds okay.
Well, you got
the
to
American family as the centerpiece of American life. Anyone have a problem with that?
I need context.
It depends what the details are. You know, I don't have
Who's going to dictate what that means?
Hopefully,
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't, you know,
Last
those
night.
details are probably
Yeah, but
quite
last night.
controversial.
All about 2 women with a baby.
What?
No, we're on about a Western nuclear family.
2 women with
Yeah.
a baby sounds fun.
2
to me.
women on a baby?
Yeah, right. With
They're
as
probably
an
better
American.
than 2 guys and a baby.
Yeah, the
Fine, 2
details-
guys and
the
a baby.
No, that's
details
wrong.
are a couple of kids.
That's probably not going to work very well.
Welshman,
I mean-
you got to bring your mic better, buddy, if you can. It's
2 male parents as the parents, and then the baby. That's
No,
the
that's not
American
good.
life.
No, that's not good.
What's going to happen when they get divorced? Neither one will get custody.
Yeah, no.
That's a funny joke.
I don't want custody.
It's a funny joke. Ha ha.
Well, I think it's funny. I'm laughing.
So what's the next point?
You don't have to have 2 parents to raise a kid.
Right. I didn't mean it only as 2. I was just throwing the 2 like homosexuals in as an example of something.
It's better. It's better, but
Yeah, exactly.
not
That's what they're saying. They're saying it's preferable. That's it. That's what they. That's the centerpiece. That's what they want. Ideal.
Yeah, so I guess honestly, the first one, restore the family as the centerpiece of American life, is kind of nonsensical because it's so ambiguous. It doesn't really cover anything.
It's a wolf in sheep's clothing approach to a sentence.
Right. It has
Sounds
real
fantastic.
meaning.
Well, of course, it has a meaning. It has a meaning as that's what they want to promote is couples turning into families. That's what they want. They want kids. That's what that statement means.
I'll say this: restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life has nothing to do with government, as far as I can tell.
Yes.
And so what is it that they think the government, especially the federal government, will do?
Well, you tax differently. Don't you?
Tax?
You tax people differently.
That's one thing.
Yeah, you tax.
So
married people get taxed less than
Yes.
but if you look in
than 2
Poland,
people individually.
helps to cut down divorce.
If a couple has 4 children, they don't get taxed anymore. That's it. They don't get taxed. 4 kids, and they get a reduction every child.
Well, we don't need to encourage reproduction.
Yes, you do. You
at this
100%
point.
need it. Your replacement rate is worth
What it-
hours.
Downward projection for sure.
Lee, you still on here?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm listening.
Poland, it's going up straight away in Poland. They made the decision going up.
What is the average family size in the UK?
2 kids.
2
Oh,
kids.
sorry.
1.7, I think it is.
Yeah, the decimal point is important.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We
Not
need
gonna touch it.
2.2. We need 2.2.
Aphid, how are you, my friend?
Good. How you guys all doing? Nice
All
to
right,
see you.
good to see you.
See you too. Hey,
Go
man,
far.
have you heard of this project 2025? Aphid?
No, apparently
Not
not.
at all. Well, we're just covering it. RW get a basic outline of it here. Second one.
But can I just come in on that family values one because
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's-
Restore
that's
the
what I-
American family as the centerpiece
Yeah,
of American
and
life. Yes.
and I think that's basically what my interpretation of that is, that it's about engaging back to family values, and that they become the center part of your and looking after them and being more responsible. So I kind of understand where he's coming from. I know what you're saying, Last Dance, in terms of, well, do you need a government to do that? But if you promote it, then you could make people feel better. And Base has also touched on taxes. If you can make their life a bit easier, there's less stress within the family environment. So, and life becomes better. You might be able to spend more time with your children, more time with your wife, because you're not having to work so hard with the taxes that you pay. And if you've got happy families, then generally the nation starts to become happier as well. So I don't think it's a very broad statement, admittedly, but I kind of understand where he's coming from.
Okay. Shall we move on to number 2?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Dismantle the administrative state.
You'd have to look into what that means. I don't know if that's liberalism or
Last
what.
stand.
Drain the swamp.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they mean by that. I'll tell you one thing that would help that just happened was the overruling of the Chevron deference doctrine.
Yep.
So, but that was on its way out anyways. So yeah. But dismantle the administrative state, that just seems like good, conservatism. Good conservatism. Of course, the details matter. And like all these things, the details matter.
Yes.
Right. And that's not a quick read. I can't cliff note that fast enough.
So what's number 3?
Defend the nation's sovereignty and borders. That seems pretty straightforward, but I know people are going to argue like, well, what does that mean?
Don't we already do that? Except
Not
the
really.
borders.
No, you haven't put out 3 years.
We don't do that.
I don't think we're doing that. No, I think it's very political, and they're being released inside the country.
So we know how many arrived when Trump we know.
Hard
Ace,
to
we
hear,
can't hear you.
Welshman, dude. You've faded down to almost inaudible, brother.
Empty out the soup can before you tie the other one to it.
Did
Oh,
he
he's
have a
completely gone.
he stroke out?
I think he's trying to remedy the situation. There's a please stand by. It's implicit in what's happening now.
His
yeah, I
18-inch
think,
his
when he
18-inch
says-
joint is pushing the mic away.
When he says
That is the microphone, man.
defend our nation's sovereignty, borders, and bounty against global threats, I think the one thing he seems to keep going on about to attack Biden, and I think he firmly believes this, is that you say your nation's sovereignty. I think that he feels that the America are weak at the moment with Biden. He cites the people such as Putin, Iran, being bold enough to make the moves because he's like a weak leader, the way he pulled out of Afghanistan, as he mentioned, and blah, blah, blah. So I think when he says defend our nation's sovereignty and border, its sovereignty is more about that at the end of the day, they'll take him a bit more seriously because he's with it and doesn't seem to be like some little puppet that is suffering badly at the moment.
This is Trump. This is not Trump, though. That's what he's saying, that he doesn't know nothing about this.
Doesn't know nothing about what? About what?
Project 25. 2020.
Oh, right. Oh, what? Hang on a minute. Is he saying that he's got nothing to do with this?
That's what he just came out on, whatever that media site he's on.
Oh my
but at
God!
the same time,
Well, who produced it then?
American Heritage or something. I forget what it was. I've read a little bit about
The
it.
Heritage Foundation?
but- Yes.
more dangerous than you think, buddy.
Uh-oh. What we got? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Don't pull your tabs up. Don't pull your tabs up.
Hold on, I'm working it out.
Tabs are showing. Let me know when you guys are ready to do the last one. Are you looking something up for nation sovereignty and borders, Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
Is our borders wide open with people just running over?
Yeah, Donna, of all people here, has the most clout for her comments because she lives in Texas.
Hey, just a quick one for Based. While we're doing Based, have you seen that our good old, reliable, truthful Tony Blair's back in the scene today, asking Keir Starmer if you could push forward now that he's the Prime Minister, identity cards.
Wow.
So I can see that coming down the line, and we all have to carry them.
So Keir Starmer and his acceptance speech talks about the Great Reset, isn't it?
Yeah, Great Reset. Yeah, true.
You guys
All right. So this guy
No, I can't hear him.
Okay, good.
It's a result of a Bostonian and not being able to enter to the Roxbury Recreation Center, hundreds of millions of dollars building complex that was created for citizens of Roxbury, Massachusetts. Tough town, dude. And they moved illegals in there and took it away from poor Americans.
And I've been here my whole fucking because I can yell. Because I can yell. Because I can yell.
What?
And I'm fucking angry. That's why. So why can't I get in the fucking building? Why? Where's the mayor at?
Where's the mayor at?
Y'all, these fucking towns are fucking scary, yo. It's all about fucking money. It's a fucking money grab. Y'all give a fuck about the motherfuckers that was born and fucking raised here. Y'all raised the fucking rate so fucking high. Can't afford to live here, but y'all gonna bring some other motherfuckers here? That doesn't fucking add up. It doesn't make no fucking sense. None. None. I'm fucking homeless. I work a full-time job, 40 hours, and can't pay to live here. How the fuck are y'all gonna bring somebody else here? Don't make no fucking sense. None.
I mean, the man speaks the word right there, dude.
Yeah.
These people, the fucking mayor of Boston is keeping him out of a building because she is keeping illegal fucking migrants in the building, dude. That they built for literally this guy and his type of people. And he is so
What is in the building? What is in that building? Sorry.
Do you know what's more sad about that though? Is that I hope he's telling the truth. Is the guy's fucking working and he's paying taxes, and he's probably on minimum wage or whatever, and he's doing his best. He's contributing, and yet he's got nowhere to stay because that's happened. It's just terrible.
Well, he needs to work 80 hours a week. Because 40 hours is lazy as fuck.
Hey, he might be a six-figure person.
Yeah,
who knows what he is? But the point he's making about being excluded from that building, I mean, this is a fight I would take to as far as I could.
Federally, to close the border.
I was born in Boston, dude, and raised in Boston, so I do consider myself to be a Bostonian. She is destroying that city. You know, there's rich areas of Boston that have rec centers too. She picked the poorest fucking area and took their shit, dude.
Well, you can't have them near the certain people there.
I guess not, right?
I guess I can't say that out loud, but that's just the facts.
This backs up the fact that they always say we're worth less. You think we're worth less is what they think looking at her. And I hope to God they fucking vote with this in mind, you know?
Locally, not federally though, right?
Let me be devil's advocate just for a minute, okay? It's not what I believe, but it's worth posing the question. I'm sure you all value human life. Absolutely. Therefore, somebody that's coming over that's in a dreadful situation, whatever that might be, crosses the border and is in America. What do you expect to do with them then?
Why we ask them, what do you got? You bringing nothing? You ain't got shit.
If I go back, if I go back, I'm going to get shot and raped. I'm going to get raped and shot. I can't go back.
Anybody.
Yeah,
it's like a handful of people.
But then they throw them in the cities that will happen
Like I said, I'm being devil's advocate. So what do you do? Do you send that person back to their death, or are you going to try and help them and sort them out as a country?
That would be asylum, not.
Well, if we were in Manchester, we'd have a new kebab shop, right? What do you got? Like 9 million kebab shops over there now? What the fuck?
What are the states that are empty? Like the Dakotas. We send them to the Dakotas, start populating that state.
Well, they're empty, so there's nowhere for them to get food.
It's a lot of farming that they
You can't just dump somebody in the middle of a
you can
a farm and say you're on your own. Good luck.
I mean, it's very nice looking country out
Go
there.
grab some of those buffalo there. No, there's nobody's buffalo. You can have them.
Now,
I mean, the ultimate answer is that they just don't get across in the first place. So you've got border control and a wall, and nobody can get across anyway. So then you solve the whole problem.
Walls
Can
don't
you
work.
hear me, people? Can you hear me?
Yeah, well,
Barely.
barely muffled, buddy, muffled.
That's all we got. When Steve mentioned they dumped him into like a very working class area, downtown area. The problem they've got to go somewhere. So wherever you stick them, like they're going to affect. It'll be a rural community or whatever.
This is like a.
Why am I getting closer to the computer like I can hear?
I know. I was just thinking. Me and Topple both are like.
This is like a Seinfeld.
Like if we tilt our head, it's gonna be louder.
I'm trying everything on here to get him sounding better, and I got nothing.
He wasn't soft before. I guess go get McGrande. It's the only way you can hear based.
That's a good actual solution.
Yeah, there's trade-offs, we're talking about here.
Sounds like it's a fair trade-off.
Yeah, John Grammaticus. First, Donna says, look up the 12-year-old last week killed by 2 illegal immigrants. Awful. Definitely look that up. John Grammaticus says, the poor tend not to vote or give large campaign donations. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to give donations, being that they're poor, but one thing we've pointed out before here, and Aphid, I think you brought it to my attention, is how many people in Texas don't vote.
Yeah, well, yeah. If they all voted, then it would probably be a blue state.
Do you know how many fucking votes would come from that state? It's like when you say California, those votes are all going to be blue. That state is jammed.
That's not true. Not Northern California.
No, but it's an all or nothing state. So the state, if the Blues win, they go blue, and it always goes blue. Trust me, I lived in Northern Cali. I know, bro. But it's an all or nothing state.
And Texas just has Houston, Dallas. You have those big liberal hold right there, but
they don't vote. All those inner city people don't fucking vote.
Well, there's a lot of Californians over there now, so they will be voting.
I mean, if that happens,
we're turning that state blue. I'm telling you right now.
That would be very detrimental.
Texas.
Soon enough. Yeah, I mean, it might be decades from now.
Wasn't Florida always the blue state?
That's the end of the Republican Party when that happens.
No, it's not. Wasn't Florida always a blue state? Was Florida always a blue state? No one knows?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the older ones, yeah. Wasn't Florida always a blue state?
I don't know if it was always. It was kind of what they call it, purple.
So it's been purple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Gore would have won if in some of those counties the people gave
damn hanging chads.
It was hanging chads.
No, well, literally, they needed like 3 to 4 more days in 1 or 2 counties.
I'm so happy
they cut them off and said, "That is it. You're taking too long."
Yeah, I'm so happy he didn't deny that election either.
Yeah, it was mostly thanks to him that he lost. I mean, if he would have fought it,
Well, yeah, he did kind of rescind.
He did fight it. The Supreme Court.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court stepped in.
But I mean,
the recounts.
He didn't make a big deal about it. Like after some.
No, he didn't do. Trump did. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Did we even go off the 4th of Project 2025?
No, it seems like we lost momentum on that.
God damn, we just can't stay on topic ever.
I mean,
wife also said it was completely inaccurate. Go, RW.
Oh, sorry. The last one is secure God-given individual rights to live freely. People can take that a lot of different ways. I don't have anything wrong with people having their God-given rights as the Judeo-Christian God-given rights are.
I have a feeling that what they mean by live freely is not so much live freely.
Like a Freemason is free as long as they bow the knee.
Turn on your camera quick,
Well, I
Walsh.
don't know. I'd have to see the details.
So, in other words, all of this, no matter how it sounds, without seeing the details, means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Based is faded. You could just see it in his eyes.
Hey,
this is fucking undercough.
So what's wrong with Project 2025? Sounds like all good things.
You are a goddamn troll. You know that?
I just when you read it like that, do you hear negativity when you say it the way you
Of
just
course
said
not, because those are marketing blurbs. Those aren't the details are what matter.
it? Just like all the bills that go through Congress, they have all great names and
Right.
it's not even a fraction.
There's no bill that says the 2024 tax the fuck out of you, Bill. But that's what they really are.
Yep.
Is my sound any better now, or is it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Miles better.
It always starts out good, but
Yeah, it's because it's when I think it's when I come off page and I go wandering and I come back and the connection doesn't really come back. I think that's what it is.
Come
You guys
back.
see the fireworks?
Yeah, you're not running out to show off, or you already blow your load.
Well, that's kind of personal, but
yeah, come on.
No, we didn't really go crazy this year. My wife and son left yesterday morning for a little vacay.
Ooh, house to yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Oh, I would love that.
I got three dogs.
So, how's Jerk Fest 2024 going?
Do you want me to go over the 4 rules of it?
Oh, yes. We must hear this.
It's free for all.
What's free for all?
You only have 2 hands.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got hand?
I don't know what the hell that means. The first one is underwhelming. Next.
I'm liking Project 2025 better.
Free for all. What the hell kind of fucking shit is that? Let's go. What else we got?
What's number 2?
That's duty.
Well,
baby.
I was
You don't
trying to
know
go
the
off
rules?
of the rules that you guys just went over, but I came in halfway through it, so I didn't know what they were.
My wife leaves and the kids leave. She takes the Wi-Fi with her. The router goes with her. So.
Are you kidding me?
No. You come on. You can't take the phone from you.
No, but you guys. She travels with the Wi-Fi router.
No, she doesn't. That was just a joke.
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
They're like $10 anyway.
She doesn't take the kids when she leaves.
Yes.
She keeps them with me.
That'll do it.
But then it's like kids get to fuck off and go crazy with dad, do a little more wild stuff, like.
Oh, not with an 18-year-old or a 12-year-old. She's chilled back. So, but other than that, it's like, and when I'm on the, she'll go on trips for fun. I'm on the road for work. It's not like fun. I work all day and go to a hotel room.
I mean, there's a certain amount of adventure to it.
To what? Hotels?
I've done what you did then. I don't know.
I never picked anybody up to have a lady of a night, if that's what you're talking about.
I am not.
I was about to say she's in the chat. So
I'm more talking about just being in a different place, a different setting, seeing a different town, different place. I did the
We're talking about 50
jobs.
Shades of Grey.
What's that?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, yeah. I guess when I had to do it, I had to make the best of it. So I tried to find some positive shit to make. I know it sucks. Your way sucks.
Yeah, working 16 hours, basically going to a hotel, take a shower just to sleep. It is what it is.
Oh, I've been there. Usually it's a shitty hotel. There's people keeping you up all night.
I don't work for myself anymore, so the company pays for it. So
Well, that's why I've always gotten rooms too. The customer paid for it, and
Yeah.
I always got the shaft, and was like, "Why did I think this was a good idea to let them pay
Motel 6, baby.
for it?" Oh.
Pay by hour.
It was usually in
Cash
Chicago
only.
too, and it was
Oh.
just shitty hotels in Chicago.
I'm going to have to bow out now, guys. I've got to go to sleep.
I'll see you, Lee.
Have
See
a
you,
great
Lee.
week, everyone. Look after yourselves, and I'll see
All
you
right.
next week.
Take
Have a great
Take
night,
care.
Lee.
And
Be
you.
well,
Bye, bye.
Peace.
So, Afa, what are you going to do with your time? How long are they gone for?
Originally, it was gonna be Wednesday, but now it's gonna be Thursday.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna do all this shit, and I was like, because they left yesterday morning, and like last night I came home and sat my ass on the couch and stared at my phone until it was time to go to bed. And pretty much today I haven't done much different.
Oh, you have all the
No, I
dogs.
did a bunch of shit today actually. Nothing cool though, just shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only thing I do different when nobody's home, I just play loud ass music throughout the house.
Yeah, I was
That's
thinking about
all I do. I clean with loud ass music. So
I got a decent vinyl collection building, and most of it I haven't listened to at all. So I kept thinking I was going to have that going the whole time and listen.
Let me show a picture of Lee, and we'll say goodnight to Lee. Night, Lee. It's been good, buddy. Take care.
Who's that?
The new prime minister, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's Lee.
That's
Oh.
Lee?
No, that's not Lee.
Is Lee the new prime minister?
Wow.
Good on him. He should have said more about that while he was here tonight. I feel like he wasted
I
his
know.
opportunity.
We were talking to someone important for once.
Now, Last Dance, I don't know if you don't have to say it, but there's been times when you've lived alone and had to fix your own meals for one person, isn't there?
Yes.
That seems like kind of hard.
What?
Like
Well,
making a meal.
He's a vegetarian. It's always hard.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard to make a meal.
A little lettuce here, tomato here.
Yeah, I mean,
There's the meal.
it's not, I live in a suburb. I have stores and restaurants all over the place.
There's a Trader Joe's right down the
Yeah,
street.
if I can at the last second decide what I want to eat and drive 5 minutes to the store and get what I need.
Right.
So it's not hard. at all.
America.
I'm
Just
just talking about
lonely.
the quantities, and like you feel like you don't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to.
That is a
I
problem.
don't want to drag like 10 pans out, to cook one sandwich for myself.
that is a
Hey,
real
I got
problem.
one word for you, buddy.
You drag
Burrito.
I've had mostly leftovers, and but
Well,
they're
the
going to run out.
problem, the problem is I like a tomato, but I don't want to eat a whole tomato.
Exactly.
I want a slice of a tomato.
Right.
And the
that's what I'm getting
tomato
at.
isn't going to make it. I'm going to end up throwing half of it away at least.
Right.
And it's the same thing.
The
It's the
49
same thing-
cent tomato. The 49 cent tomato.
I haven't seen a 49 unless you're going to get aroma.
Tomatoes are about $2, like $1 a tomato.
Yeah,
Y'all don't
and
got the right produce junctions around you.
It's the same thing with a head of lettuce. How am I going to eat a whole head of lettuce?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And it's cabbage. It's everything. Every vegetable.
Then you throw it
Yeah.
outside for the animals.
The only
What
thing that
about
you can
getting
get
the bag? Getting the bag of lettuce that's pre-washed, or cabbage, or whatever.
Yeah, those are goddamn expensive. The head of lettuce is just is cheaper, and you get 3 times as much. But I do end up buying bags of lettuce, and even those get thrown away.
And the bags, especially romaine bags, wind up on the Dirty Dozen list every year.
What's the Dirty Dozen list?
The things that are most likely to be like
Salmonella and E. coli. I
Yeah,
think is the big one.
like
really?
romaine in a bag is one. Fucking those things that the
Romaine's
hippies put
always
on
on
sandwiches, little white things. What are they called? Sprouts.
Sprouts? Yeah.
Always on the Dirty Dozen. You gotta watch out for that shit.
Throw it in the freezer for a day.
Brussels. Is it Brussels sprouts?
No, it's just
No.
little
No.
tiny
Bean
sprouts.
sprouts.
Bean
Bean
sprouts.
sprouts.
But the Asian kind, the more plump ones, those are good. But the skinny ones, like alfalfa sprouts, that's the shit. The
Those
real
are-
skinny that has no flavor to it.
Yeah, those are the
ones
ones I
kill
get.
you.
They're just basically crunchy.
Right.
Well, I like. I don't
Oh,
like.
base, we can't hear you at all now.
You're so muffled.
Oh, Donna Yarborough has a
Donna. Donna with the tip for lettuce. I grew some nice lettuce this year.
Lettuce.
You grew it?
Yeah.
Do you? Are you composting?
No, but I'm having a hard time finding lettuce plants now. I want to recharge a bunch of the empty spots that the lettuce died in and put more lettuce in because it just keeps going. It's fucking
Wow, I've never
living
tried to grow.
plants.
I don't think we've ever tried to grow a lettuce.
I recommend it.
I'll give you
It's
some
awesome.
seeds, guys.
I
get the
never
goods?
thought it would go so long, but you can just harvest leaves off of them and then.
It gets more bitter as the plant gets older, but it's still edible the whole way through.
I like
and then
the
and then
bitter.
it goes to seed and makes hundreds, if not thousands, of baby plants like grass everywhere around it, and you can keep picking microgreens in no time. It's pretty cool.
I like the bitter.
Some people do. I definitely like the sweet first harvest for sure.
To make it extra bitter, I cry in my lettuce.
Nice. It helps get the pesticides and stuff off.
Yep. And it
No
adds a little stuff.
pesticides at my joint. No pesticides.
Oh, here's a real question. Other than
Yes.
last dance, do you guys rinse off your chicken before you cook it?
Never.
I do.
Sometimes.
Never, dude.
I never understood that. Why you
Well-
rinse chicken off if you're going to cook it?
I rinse it off because I get the day or two old one with the yellow big sticker on it.
Oh.
And they mark it down. And it's always got like this smelly.
Yeah, you're not
film
supposed to eat
all
that.
over everything.
All right.
So I gotta scrub it clean before I
He gets
throw it
the
on the
chicken
grill.
with the. It's got that radioactive symbol on it. That's what gets him by the. He gets him by the dozen.
Jesus. I thought you were going to say frozen chicken in a bag. I thought that's what you were going with, actually. So
That's the same difference. It's old chicken frozen.
Prince your cock always, yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't rinse chicken here, but we don't buy manager special chicken or whatever.
What?
The janitor's special. It's not even the
Manager special.
What about
Yeah,
the
that-
highbrows?
That's what they call it here when the shit's about to go bad. They say
We
manager
call yellow
special.
tag here too. Yellow tag chicken or any meats, should I say?
Yeah, no, man.
That shit's a
Definitely
good
don't.
deal, man.
Well,
I guess ribs are going to be on deal or be a deal soon.
Well, I always make sure the shit's gonna last a few days because, like, I don't ever want to like pigeonhole myself into cooking for a night. Sometimes you just want to make an audible and grab like subs or pizza or something, or go out, and you don't want to be like, I gotta cook this no matter what. It has to be cooked tonight. You want to have like a little time. Dude.
Oh,
Oh, my shit stays in the freezer until I use it.
Oh, you freeze it.
everything?
I don't freeze. Yeah, I don't freeze
everything.
I freeze nothing.
All my meat.
Well, and I used to smoke all the time.
Well,
I would
there's one
freeze that.
exception, I guess. What? I'm sorry, Topple.
What's the exception?
The one meat that I don't freeze.
Oh,
One meat.
you keep that warm.
Will tonight.
Well, I mean,
A little hand warmer.
And don't go smoking it either.
No, because the dogs will all be laying up there with me, and I'll feel like, oh, this is wrong. Like,
Yeah, you ever did that and they were
like
looking
they
at
know
you
what
like you're
they know
funky?
what's going on.
well, I mean, you don't want to freeze it because
Dogs are not judgmental.
Cold. You know what cold does to things and freezing.
Never had
Yeah.
that problem.
It's usually just the sack, because the sack wants to keep those balls warm for better temperature production of your
Yep, yep.
sperm.
Absolutely. So
So
all
you're
about
saying
the optimal temperature.
so
That's right.
if it's
The
cold, it'll
incubator.
last longer. Okay, good. I'll take notes.
Well, no, if it's cold, it sucks up into you, so your body temperature keeps it warmer.
Oh, you turtle it.
And when it's real hot, they dangle so the breeze can go by. I'm like, well, because it was
This
before.
is a problem without we don't have women on the.
this whole evolution thing happened before we wore clothes, so
Yeah.
the shrinkage and maybe sometime if we make it tens of thousands of years from now, our balls won't contract and expand as much as they do today.
Tens of millions would be more likely.
There you go. Well, I don't know. There's some species that rapidly adapt to their surroundings.
Yeah, well, that's not us.
Fruit fly testicles.
Well, I mean, our
right.
There's been some stuff with us. We're taller.
Were you a
balder?
little bit taller? You wish you was a baller.
Could be dipping in the bins with the sprawlers.
Skilo.
Yeah, little skilo in there. Skilo. What up? Did you hear Rick Ross?
That's why the 90s was better than the 80s. Skilo.
Did you hear Rick Ross got attacked by a bunch of Drake fans because he did a diss track on Drake?
I watched it. He stood back and all his skill.
Base, you know about Rick Ross?
I don't know who Rick Ross is.
Who's the old Hispanic guy? On 4th of July, someone threw a water balloon at him, and he went to attack during not a protest, a parade. He got hit. Did you guys hear about that guy?
Yeah, so he's some actor, and he come out of his.
Yeah, I forget what his name is. Damn it!
He came out of his low ride, and he got dropped. He did, and
But how you guys know about Rick Ross? That's I didn't think anybody here would know Rick Ross.
I do, of course.
That's right. And you're a Drake fan?
I hate Drake. Drake fucking sucks.
I thought Drake was done. My son told me Drake was done for like a month
Drake
ago.
is a fucking tool.
It's only a month old. Dang.
I was on Twitter and I heard this guy got a kick in, so I looked up his name. That's how I know. So yeah, he stood back really and watched all his boys get taken out. It goes on. It goes on for 2 minutes. It's a bit of a brawl.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on YouTube.
What's the other guy? Kendrick? Is that it?
Kendrick Lamar.
It was Drake and Rick Ross. Yeah. Oh, the other guy. Yeah.
The one
Lamar.
that Kendrick, the one that Drake is feuding with.
Right.
It's all money grab.
I know, but it kind of killed Drake's career.
Yes.
That dude's been on top for like a decade.
He's Canadian. Who cares?
I don't know one of his songs, but I know that dude, like every year, who made the most money in music, it's always that dude. And it has been like every year.
No diggity, no doubt.
No diggity, no doubt.
You want to call me on your cell phone?
Oh, look at you, Smokesteve.
He's like, can't move his lips, so when he raps, he's like, cell phone. He's like a fucking mime, dude. We won't
That's
like
Biden style rap.
It's dumb. It's fucking stupid.
Rap's been dead for over a decade now.
What about trap?
What about P. Diddy, guys? What about P. Diddy?
Puffy?
Yeah.
He's done. He's a fucking weirdo.
Well, I only knew that lasted for 2 days. I haven't heard anything else from it. So,
homeboy disappeared. Poof.
Yeah, but he is an ugly, pathetic fucking human being, and the only reason he ever became famous was because of a man called Mr. Notorious, the B.I.G. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he on the Supreme Court?
Otherwise, Biggie is fucking. The only thing that made Puff.
Well, no, Puffy was his producer, though.
Puff sucked. Produced what? He didn't do shit. He came up with the beats. No, he didn't.
He had Mace. He had a lot of good. He
had some money, dude, and he fucking backed him. He backed him, but the talent was.
I'm sorry, I was all about West Side anyway. Didn't care about the East Side.
Yeah, I was always a fan of Biggie, B.I.G. He's the man.
Tupac was better.
I don't agree.
I'm right, you're wrong. Doesn't matter.
It's interesting because there's things that the algorithms feed you, even though you're not searching for videos or topics or whatever. One of them is this Jake Paul Tyson fight. I get a lot of stuff thrown at me for that. And this P. Diddy thing, I got Sting. I guess apparently P. Diddy didn't get permission to play that that track and that song that he did.
Yeah,
and he gives him $2,500 a day every day. This came from Sting's mouth. Every day for the rest of his life, so he gets 2,500, or I think it's 2,500.
No, I saw the clip.
Did you?
It was $2,000.
$2,000, okay.
$2,000 a day.
Yeah, the rumor for the longest time had been $5,000, $5,000.
Oh, was it? So this has been a thing going for a long time?
Yeah, it was a rumor, and then Sting straightened it out and said, "No, it ain't $5,000. I don't want to lie. It's only $2,000."
So who's paying Sting $2,000?
P.
Puff
Diddy.
Daddy.
Puffy. Every day.
Diddy, baby.
So that's like $730,000 a year.
$1,000. Yeah, man, that's probably what it is. Like
It's
they
a
didn't break
one-time
it down
payment.
to the day. He just divided it up so he could set the record straight.
I tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Tony Hawk's deal with the skateboard games manufacturer. So
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I'll take a percentage. It's like, I'll tell you what, Sting thinks. I'll just do $2,000 a day or something. It's for the rest of your life. You live 10 years, I'll pay the money. You live 20, I'll give you the money.
Well, what I think this is what you're talking about. What happened was that they tried to buy him out after like the second game, and they were going to give him. It was to him at the time it was like $5 million or something ridiculous. Yeah. And then he was like, no, I'm gonna, and he was gonna do it. He said, in the interview I saw.
I've seen it.
And then he was like, I'm not gonna do it. And people were telling him he was crazy for not doing it. He just took a percentage.
Go for the lump sum. He said, no.
Right. There's a documentary about that game. I just saw it.
I didn't care about skating or any of that stuff, but that game I played. I love the music, the soundtrack. The soundtrack too.
They were.
I can still remember one right now. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was great.
They had the bands on this documentary. They had the bands that were in some of the first ones, and they were like, nobody knew who we were, and then, we were on this, and then, we would go to a show in Sweden and play all our music, and nobody would even say anything. They'd just be standing there, and then we'd play the one song that was in a Tony Hawk game, and everybody goes crazy.
Right. Of course.
It
was fun as hell, dude. You could do tricks. Every once in a while, you'll see a trick on, like, say, Instagram, and one of the ultimate compliments is, like, that's Tony Hawk level, game level. Like, because someone would do like combo 2 bizarre flip tricks, crazy to rail, who knows, whatever.
What is the one trick that he was the first one to do? 900.
Yeah.
There was a kid that just did it twice. A little kid.
No, it was 3 times in a row.
3 times.
3 times in a row.
Well, even more.
He's
than
like
that.
He's.
There's
I think
another guy who's done a 1080. That's the big one. That extra rotation that has happened.
But a kid doing it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, plus, you'd have to land. I guess you'd have to, unless he's going up fakey and doing it.
It's incredible that he'd
have to land fakey, and either one of those is crazy.
But just every time I've seen anyone land a 900, they're barely hanging on for goddamn dear life. And
Not this little kid, dude.
That's
this
incredible.
Little kid just rocked him one after another after another.
But
And he looks he's like 10 or 12. He's a little Oriental kid. But he looks
is
like
he a rug? Because that's what you call rugs, not people.
What?
Huh?
Wait, time out. What?
Is that racist?
Oriental you only use to describe like furnishings or furniture.
Oh. You were the racist.
Asian.
Bud.
Asian.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Very good.
Well, Last Dance told me it's not bad to call Vietnamese people Charlie. He said that's totally not. That's totally okay.
Call him wide eye too.
Round eye.
Anyway,
bud.
I think he's Japanese, probably. And
I didn't want
he
to say
looks
it there.
he looks like he's like the length of the skateboard. He looks awkward. Like you only see the skateboard turning around 900, and he's just this little.
Talk about a center of gravity.
Yeah, he's a few pixels on the screen when you're watching
Right,
it.
right. It looks like he's skating. He should be heading on a journey to Middle Earth with the hobbits.
Yeah.
Right. The other hobbits.
Peroto.
Yeah. That's hilarious, dude. Well, let's see. Can we find
The little Oriental rug doing the 900?
I saw it on the X machine, so I don't know.
If you just Googled 3 900s, that's all you would have to do, and you'll come up with it.
Is X Games still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
X Games is still a thing. I know it was
it's
really
still,
big
it's still,
in the early
it's-
2000s.
It still goes on, if that's what you're asking.
I thought it was always
Oh yeah.
actually.
What's that?
I thought it was actually always gaining in popularity, the X Games.
Oh.
No, I think it peaked.
Really did it? Okay.
Yeah, because when's the last time you sat down and watched it?
I don't watch any of that shit personally.
You never watched any of it?
I watched like Rodney Mullen and stuff that was extremely unique, but I never watched actual competitions really.
I watched the
was out there
motocross.
my ankles.
The motocross stuff very interested.
Yeah,
me.
that was cool. I don't think they do everything like they used to do. Because
They don't.
They had everything.
Well,
There was
didn't
like 10
Red
different
Bull-
skateboarding and 10 different bikes just alone.
Didn't Red Bull take over a lot of that stuff too?
Probably. Well, skateboarding itself is not. It's definitely in a downward slump right now.
Is it?
Yeah, big time.
I can't find the 900s, but what's up with that? Like, why? I think it's in a resurgence, man. You got
not right now.
Paul Rudd, P. Rod, he's fucking insane. You got Naja, even though I think Naja's shorts are way too short.
Those guys.
I
are
don't
all
like seeing
super
so
old.
much leg on Naja Houston. I think it's a
Are
little
you on about
too much leg.
skateboarding, chaps? Are you on about skateboarding?
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
French
Yeah,
made a comment about that. in the Olympics.
Simple said that skateboarding scene is on a decline.
Oh, Timmy Pool said it, huh?
Yeah, and he's just bought a skate park for 800,000.
Good for him.
Yeah,
There needs to be more skate parks.
yeah, that's the impression he gave. The same as they did, basically.
Is he still on about black-pilled stuff? I haven't listened to him for a long time.
Rasmus French, what is going on, my friend? Thank you for being here, Rasmus French. Rasmus French says X Games is still going strong. Skateboarding just got added to the Olympics. I think that, yeah, it's in the Olympics. Kids are going to be doing kick flips to win a gold, or maybe
Oh, that's
more.
cool. That's cool.
I wonder how the trainees are going to do with that one.
I
got him. Good.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
No idea.
We're trying to have a show without bringing that up.
I
Okay?
didn't. Blah, 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 blah. Go ahead.
What's good, geez? We're just bullshitting right now. We're kind of in a free flow, buddy, just all over the place.
Smoked Gouda is pretty good.
Well, do you guys actually watch the Olympics, the summer or winter?
I'll watch.
All right, there it is. Smokesteve.
Not the beach volleyball, but I mean everything.
I'll watch certainly the gold medal, like when Simone does her stuff, Simone Biles.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of her. She's so cool, so wonderful, such a fabulous athlete.
Is that the gymnast?
Yeah, she's fucking great, and she's a
Like
great
setting
inspiration.
the bar for like how many years in a row?
Yeah, she's a good person. Seemingly, she's gone through some troubles here and there. She's like not perfect, and I like her. I think she's worth watching. I'm rallying behind her. Definitely want to see the skating. Track and field, you got to love the men's track and field. Some of the fastest guys in the world. the 100. The 100's 10 seconds long. How can you not watch that? Boom. Okay, and
I don't have-
we're done.
I don't
There's
have
our
time.
race. It's over. Perfect.
I can't watch really that much in the summer. I like the winter better.
I do too.
Yeah, I like them both. I'm an Olympics fan. I'll take either one. I mean, I find the half pipe and snowboard or skiing to get boring. Honestly, I like to see them boost and do like cool mellow tricks, but they're doing so many spins, flips, and corks.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless you put it in slow motion, you can't tell what the hell they're fucking doing, dude.
There's no style anymore.
Exactly.
Into WNBA. Yeah, that's true. People are getting into the WBA and BA now.
The WNBA?
The WNBA.
Oh, that's gonna last about.
It's gonna last longer.
5 games into the season.
Nah, they're propping up that the white girl against the black girl right now that both came out of college last year. Caitlin Clark or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Against that other one who's
Reese.
Yeah.
No, she's really good. They just play different positions too, though. A lot of people are like, "Oh, look how many this." I'm like, 2 different positions, and you know basketball, Steve. So,
what do you mean? Look how many this? You talking about shirt sales?
No, I'm talking about assists. I'm talking about points, assists, steals, all that stuff.
What about that dude that got held over in Russia for a while?
No, he's back. He's playing, or she's playing because.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the basketball girl.
Yeah,
it turns out that is a woman.
No, I know, and I feel bad.
Jerk.
We all have things to overcome.
I was reading something in the background. I
Oh
told
man.
Well, we do. I have my challenges. But if
I'll
somebody was
say.
sitting making fun of it, I wouldn't, hold a grudge.
I seen her with no shirt on.
I didn't see anyone making fun of nothing.
I said this to you lot a while back. That bloke is a bird, and that's a bloke, whichever it is.
What? Yeah, Steve, you just did the same thing. You got closer to the computer to listen.
I'm trying to turn the volume up here. I got impeached.
What did we have to do? We just had to give them some Russian guy for her back or something. I forget about that.
Have you seen? There's a movie called
Man in the World, the most wanted man in the world, the Russian army.
Oh, dude. Well, she's fucking volume. No,
you turned him off.
No, when he left and came back, it went to default settings.
Can't have that.
So
you got to turn him back down. Is that what you're saying?
No, I had to turn him up. He was at 50%.
There's a movie with Nicolas Cage, and he's a guns runner.
Much better. Yeah,
and
it's called Lord of War.
Yeah, it's a good movie actually.
It's okay.
I mean, it's pretty good. Anyway,
What,
that's the guy.
Hotel Rwanda better.
Well, the Nicolas Cage character is the one we gave back to get the Grinds chick.
Yeah. Brittany Griner, not Grimes.
He just sold bombs, right? That's it, right?
No,
he was an arms dealer.
Oh, arms dealer.
RPK, all the good shit, dude.
So he would sell U.S. weapons to U.S. enemies.
Right.
We do that already.
He didn't care.
We go to war and then we leave our guns with them, and then we're in war with them 2 years later. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was looking to sell them to the wrong hands. He just, if the wrong hands had another handful of money, he would look the other way.
Altruistic.
Oh, well, he's an international gun runner. It goes with the territory.
That could be my naive opinion. I don't really know.
Hey, if I was an international gun runner, I'd be like selling to everybody, buddy.
Right.
That'd be how it would go.
It was an equal trade.
What are you going to be, like some international gun runner with morals? You'd be pathetic if you had morals. You can't do that. You have to
I'm going
be
to sell
immoral.
you this, but you can't kill nobody with this.
I got 30 M60s here, but you can't go full auto, especially if it's a crowd of people.
No hate crimes. No hate crimes.
Yeah.
Just ban all guns. That's all I say.
It works.
Of course, you go with the extreme opposite.
What?
Pardon me.
Ban all guns.
Well, I know you don't think that.
No, just bump stocks, dude. That's all we need to do.
No, bump stocks are stupid.
No, they kill everyone. That's the problem.
Yeah, because you don't have to aim.
I read
You
the
just
article.
go boop, 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 boop.
But YouTubers make fun videos using semi-auto rifles and make them look auto with those.
Yeah, but real cool YouTubers get custom-made shotgun shells and blow shit up with them.
I've seen that too.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's a thing, you know. They it's not. I don't think a lot of them have. I think it's called the Class 3 license to have fully auto firearms. Like I think Hickok 45, if you guys are familiar with him, gun tuber. They have an M60 that shoots full auto, belt, ammo, and this gun is probably $125,000. But I think most of the YouTuber gun guys have bump stocks. I think they're fake.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Who are you talking about? Brandon Herrero and all them?
No,
They all have licenses, yeah.
I think he has a Class 3 because he's got automatic AKs.
Well, he's done, so yeah.
I think his name is Inigo Antoyo. Yeah.
From Princess Bride.
Oh. I'm glad you got the joke. Good job, buddy.
Killed
You
my
killed my
father before I just died.
Yes, yes.
Princess Bride.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
Absolutely.
I just
Isn't that
saw
Mel Brooks
Step Brothers for the first time.
Step Brothers, you saw it.
You just saw Step Brothers for the first time?
Yes.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No,
A
it's not
couple
bad.
good-
I'm
good
not
movie
a Will.
parts.
I hate Will Ferrell, but that's one of the movies I did like.
Oh, I don't hate Will Ferrell.
I can't
How could you
stand
hate?
him.
How could you hate him?
Because it's the same shtick every movie. Same
You
shtick.
gotta play the same dude.
He's played some.
all the
He's
time.
played some. He's been in some serious roles that were
Yeah, Elf.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
What? What the hell?
Well, I like
Will Ferrell.
I like
That's
both
like
of
hating
those guys.
Bill Murray.
I'm not a big fan of Saturday Night Live comedians doing their own thing.
Yeah, you
Prior
like Bill
to
Murray?
no. Prior to
Oh.
I'm not. I don't really care about Bill Murray. I don't see the big hype
Oh.
about him.
It's more about living help guys. That's where it's at.
I understand he's an awesome person in life. Don't get me wrong, but
Really?
What
yeah,
about John Candy?
I liked him.
Rest in peace, bro.
Oh, he was good. He was.
Died in the 93, I believe.
It's cool, man.
What about Chris Farley? He kind of had the same shtick.
Not a big fan because he always had David Spade with him. I can't stand David Spade.
Really?
I mean, I can understand that, but they
can't
worked
stand
good
him.
Kind
together.
of look like David Spade.
Like Tommy Boy was pretty.
Me?
It had its parts.
Or
Wow.
Topple.
I look like David Spade.
A little bit.
I can see it.
Just gotta put a
That's
blonde wig.
You know, that's really what David Spade looks like. If you look at him.
Oh, is he
back-
really bald?
Oh yeah, look at him back like 30 years ago. His hairline was so far back, and
Well,
now he's got this long, luscious head of
In
hair.
Tommy Boy,
It
there
don't
was
work
that
like
scene. In Tommy
Yeah.
Boy, there was that scene with the.
Well, even in the regular parts, if you look at his hairline, it's like way up there, way further than it is now.
The only thing I liked David Spade in was in that one TV show with the hot blonde, where the Ritter died in.
Too much missing information does not compute.
Yeah, that's
Ritter died.
Three's Company.
Well, no, his last
No.
show before he died.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about, but I can't remember the name of that show.
What?
But I don't think David Spade was in it.
That was David Spade came in after he died as the
Oh,
uncle
did
or
he?
something. Yeah,
Tried to take it
which
over.
they made 2 seasons out of it.
Because he was on another show around that time.
Emperor's New
TV
Groove.
show.
Oh no, that's a movie.
But
He makes a great mom.
It was like an ad agency or something.
You're talking about Sling Blade.
Wait, what?
John
He's just throwing stuff out that John Ritter was in.
John Ritter was in that near his death, I think. It was like
Yeah, but we were talking about David Spade, not John
8
Ritter.
Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter.
wait, not John Ritter. It's
John Rittenhouse.
No.
John Rittenhouse. It's fucking Jack Tripper, right? From
Yeah,
Three's
John
Company.
Ritter.
John Ritter.
John Ritter is from Three's Company. Yes,
That was
That's
his
not
name.
John Ritter.
Yes.
In real life, yes.
Jonathan.
Well, what was
South-
his name in Cheers?
John Ritter was
Jack-
in Cheers?
Jack
John
Tripper.
Ritter wasn't in Cheers.
Wasn't
No.
it Norm?
What's Norm's name in real life?
I don't know that shit.
Looking it up
George
now.
Something Wentz. It's something Wentz.
George
It's
Wendt.
George
Wendt.
Wentz. There we go.
Wendt.
Well,
Yeah,
what's
W-E-N-D-T.
Cliff Clavin's name?
I don't.
John
Rittenhouse.
Ratzenberger.
Rutledge.
Ratzenberger. That's
Ratzenberger.
I'm
Ratzenberger.
getting Ratzenbergers and the Ritters confused here.
What is the Fraser's real name?
Kelsey
Grammer.
John Cocktoast.
Isn't that where he got? He was in Cheers, right?
Yes.
Or am I thinking this wrong? He was in
No,
Cheers.
Fraser
Right.
Crane. There's a spinoff for his.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the spinoff was Frasier.
Yeah.
But do you remember the last episode of Cheers? Like, they were filming above the Bull and Fitch pub in Boston, and all the cast members were hanging out the window, and like Kelsey Kramer, whatever, it was fucking wasted, drunk, hanging out the window, and like, did anyone see that?
No, I
Is
don't
that
remember
just a
that.
Boston thing?
I was a kid.
I don't remember it. I love Cheers. I watched it even as an adult again, but I
It
don't
jumped the
remember
shark
it.
when Shelley Long and the other old guy died.
I couldn't stand Shelley Long.
You talking about
I didn't like the one chick that lost weight and gained weight and lost weight. What was her name?
Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie
Alley. Rebecca Howe.
Yeah, I didn't like Shelley Long either, but the show just didn't seem like it had its same flair when she left.
But
what about Ray?
Woody Harrelson
Carla?
was funny. Woody Harrelson, Ethan,
He
was
was,
funny
yeah,
as hell, dude.
He was a good replacement, but she wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I can't say that either because I didn't like Shelley Long.
Have you guys seen the TV show called The Good Place with Ted Danson, or the bartender guy from Cheers?
No.
It has. It's interesting. It's very
Is
interesting.
it like he's God or something? Or is that
Without
different?
spoiling it, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting show.
I mean, I don't think that's I think that's like if you looked at that show up, it would say that he's God. I don't think it's a spoiler.
Well, okay. Maybe I just spoiled it. by saying that.
Was Ted Danson married to Whoopi in real life?
What the?
I think they just
No
dated.
way.
I think.
I think
It was just
No
dating.
way.
Okay. What?
But she brought him to some comedy thing, and he was in blackface, and it was like her idea.
Yeah. Now I believe he's married to Mary Steenburgen.
I don't even know who that is.
Whoever it is,
She's
they're
not
definitely
bad.
Jewish.
She's cute. I'll give her that.
Come on, I mean,
And
I
she's
could
in-
see
she's
Last
in
Dance
Step
saying that
Brothers.
she was cute, but I mean,
She is
come on.
cute.
She's cute. And also, I think
Kathy Ireland was hot.
her and Ted have been in episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm together.
She was in Elf. She was the stepmom in Elf.
She's a quintessential cute
She was
woman, older woman.
She was Will Ferrell's mom in Step Brothers.
She looks
Oh, she was his mom in that too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Elf. I don't think I've seen Elf.
Wait,
She's got a
I can see
contract
people-
to be every mom in Hollywood for the next 5 fucking years, apparently.
She was in a
Jeez.
movie called Parenthood with Steve Martin.
Mary
Steve
Steen.
Martin's wife.
Oh, she was hot. Who said she was hot?
I said
did.
cute.
Oh.
I'll go with.
Oh,
you.
wait. I'm seeing older pic. Yeah, she was cute. I'm not.
All right, relax. Calm your
She
guns.
was.
Jesus.
She was in. What was that goddamn
Yeah,
mom?
she was.
Damn it.
She was his
Robot
mom in
Chicken.
Elf, and let's see. You're saying he was the mom in Step Brothers too. That's weird. She played his
Yeah.
mom twice.
What was
She's
the
in
movie
Beach
with
Boys.
Leo DiCaprio playing the special needs kid?
Mom twice.
Every movie he ever
No,
did.
no.
Who's eating Gilbert Grape?
Yes, she was the neighbor that was sleeping with Johnny Depp.
Oh, I think you might be right. Yeah,
I am
It's been a
right.
long- it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
That's a great.
Yeah, you're
great
right.
movie.
Topple, how did that work with all the scissors on his hands?
That's
No,
called
it
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, different movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
it's a musical.
what's her name? She's been.
Well, it seems like he
in
played
a
the
lot of
same
movies, too.
character. One had scissors on his hand and the other did. But it's like
I only
same.
seen clips of that movie. It was really boring to me.
I mean, how does he work the scissors? I don't.
Oh, and the girl that he was. I forget what the girl that. Damn it.
Diane
Yeah,
Wiest. That's the mom
Yeah.
in Edward Scissorhands.
Diane Yeast?
Wiest. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong. She's also the mom in the what was the vampire movie back in the 80s with Kiefer Sutherland was the bad vampire.
Oh, The Lost Boys.
The
I
Lost
love
Boys.
that
She
movie.
was the mom in that too.
Oh my God.
Diane Wiest.
And Last Dance, that should be next on your list for 80s movies, bro.
Okay.
Don't watch
Lost
80
Boys.
movies.
You
No,
haven't
that
seen Lost
one is-
Boys Last Dance?
No.
Oh,
man, it's so
come
good.
on. I mean, it's so bad, but you gotta see it.
So bad.
Gotta
You gotta
see it.
see it. Well, Last Dance didn't like Dazed and Confused, which that really upset me.
I think
Actually,
he
I
said
did
he-
like it.
He
No,
kind
you
of
said you said
It grew on me over time, and I
Alright.
decided I liked it.
Well, what I don't get is, well, not what I don't get, but what I'm interested to see is when I saw The Lost Boys, I was young and I didn't know a lot about movies, and that shit was cool. It seemed like technologically cool. Like they showed the perspective of them flying into the campsite when they ate the people's brains who were having like a camp party around the
Yeah, at the
campfire.
beginning.
Remember? And they showed
Oh, yeah.
the guy with the shaved head, his vampire teeth went into the person's skull, and I was like, that is hardcore. I love that scene, dude. And I thought it was
Started watching
advanced. I thought it was advanced. Like we didn't have drones then, and to have this footage of this vampire flying in to attack a group of people was didn't you do you remember that scene, Nathan?
I know the scene very well that you're talking about.
And it's
I didn't think
at the
think
time,
about it
was-
coming in like that, but you're right. You know, it was
was
before
him-
all that shit.
It was very cool to me. And the other scene when he doesn't know what's happening and he's like they're jumping off the bridge into the fog.
Right.
That-
They're hanging on. It's like shaking because the train's going overhead.
Exactly. And they all could fly, and he didn't know if he could fly or if he was gonna fucking just plummet to his death. And he,
Yeah,
I
but they
guess
just all dropped off, and all he can see is the clouds, like, or fog, I guess, like that's like 2 feet below his feet, and they're all
Great.
like, "Come on, you can do it, Michael! Jump!"
and he did it. He did it, and he could fly. He was a vampire at that.
Well, they don't show that. There's once he goes through the clouds, he wakes up in bed the next day, and like his mom's like, because he's wearing the sunglasses, and his Diane Wiest is sitting there, and she's like, he can't take the sunglasses off because he's a vampire now and he'll burn.
Right. And it
He was
also
only
helped-
he was only a little bit vampire though. He wasn't like skin burning vampire yet.
What it also helps is
Him and
like-
Laddie still had some time to become back to their human form. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
Star
his
was gonna
girlfriend
lead-
in that
Star
Star
was gonna lead the way.
at the time she was like so hot, and I was young. I mean,
You know, she's richer than Oprah.
come on.
I swear to you. Look it up.
Who?
The chick in this movie. She was also in Twister. She was Bill Paxton's real wife, and Bill Paxton leaves her in the middle, and you're supposed to be comfortable with it. Well,
Who
then I think
is
they're
it?
getting married. Huh?
What the hell's her name? Don't give me some ambiguous.
Well, look at Twister.
Yeah, Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt.
Go on IMDb and look at Twister. That'd be the
Oh,
Laura
the
Loth
brunette,
voice.
the brunette.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think she's that hot.
I think she's dead.
No, she's not.
She's not
Dead. That's hot.
She's not.
That's what you get off on. That's
Well,
Jamie Gertz.
I mean,
Yes,
Helen Hunt.
richest woman in Hollywood.
what?
I swear to you, I swear it's not because of what she's done. She married some
I think she's hot.
and some real estate mogul guy that owns like half of New York.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay.
It's not
Three-
because of the
Yeah, I mean,
little bit of money she made off her shitty roles.
$3 billion.
What?
$3 billion.
That's what she's worth.
$3 billion.
So she's one of those trillionaires, huh?
That's a lot of money.
That is a ton of money.
Oh, I don't think we talked about, but in that debate, man, that Biden dude, and I know you guys talked this to
No,
death
Donna.
earlier.
No, I'm always
But
happy.
he cannot say like million, billion, or trillion. He just throws them all out there because he knows one of them is right.
Trillion.
So he'll just every time he says
Billion.
one of them, he says all three of them because he knows one of them is right. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just wonder how much longer it's going to go on before they yank him somehow. I mean, they should have done it the Friday, the day after the debate.
No, they shouldn't.
We can't have that guy.
Listen to you,
We
Chuck.
shouldn't be comfortable with that guy being president right now, let alone running for another 4 years.
But we're just realizing
I'm serious.
this.
I'm serious.
Topple,
we're
you
putting our
just
faith
chir-
in hands of this guy, and he really. It's not just, like debate and fodder that people throw out there. I mean, it's a real concern. I mean, this guy is the leader of our. He's our
This has
president.
been 2 years. We knew this.
I know, but it's gotten worse. And when do you come? There's got to be a line when
It's
you
just
come to
there's
the
more
point where
video
you're
of
like
him
not
now.
cool with it no more, and we do something about it. And I think it's come to that point. I mean, I think we got proof. There's another report today where I guess he got interviewed, and they gave him all the questions beforehand.
Oh yeah, that was a hit job though. The media is turning against him.
I mean, whatever it is, we saw it with our own eyes, and each interview he's doing since then is no different than what we saw.
But what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Who are you going to replace him with?
Anybody. I don't care. who it is.
Harris?
I mean, anybody is going to be better than him. Anybody. I mean, I'm serious. You got to vote him in, expecting him to finish out the 4 years he's been voted for. You can't vote for somebody that you can't expect to finish out their term. I mean, come on.
But
This
the
is
other
president of
guys,
the United States.
But the
That ain't
other
right.
guy's the orange mean man. It's not that hard.
I mean, you can't vote for him either, but that's where we're sitting at right now. What are you going to do? You got to do something. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's one hell of a shame of that's the best that we got to put up is these two guys. That's it. That's what we get to choose from.
And you
Seriously.
gotta pick the best one.
I mean, I'm not being like a partisan guy here. That's just pathetic. It's really embarrassing.
We've been saying this for years, though. It's going to be the same thing. It's just
Yeah, but here we are, and in no time in history has it been. I don't think so. At least in my lifetime, I can't even think of.
I just want to.
I can't think of the guy that lost. That is not, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this statement, but I can't think of somebody that lost that is not better than both of these two right now.
Hillary.
I can't argue. I mean, I can't.
You said
agree with
guy.
that.
That's why.
I can't agree with that. I think she would have been better back then than either of these two.
No way.
I mean, you're using your bias. I'm talking about just.
I'm not using my bias.
I'm just saying. It's pathetic. It's really sad. This was gonna. Hopefully, this will be the low point of. Hopefully.
In the next.
This will be the time that they look back and be like, remember in 2024? When that's who they got to vote for?
If Trump wins, that means definitely in 4 years things will normalize. Hopefully.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't. They were horrible under Trump. People hated each
No,
other.
no. I'm saying because he
Thanksgivings
can't
were
run
horrible
again.
at people's houses. I mean,
I'm saying
that's all come back.
When Trump's out and he can't run anymore, things will.
Oh, you mean
normalize.
in 4 years?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Last Dance. You know,
Is he gonna die in the next 4 years?
How many more 4 years does he got?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
You're talking about.
Maybe not even one.
You're talking about half the guy's existence.
Right.
He's got to just settle and hope the second half of what he's got left is better than the first half.
Manifest that shit, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're in good
I'm
condition.
Sorry.
We're in great condition. I'm
Me and
riding with
Biden are
Biden.
racing to the finish line.
Riding with Biden. That's all I got to say.
Oh.
The only reason I want to keep Biden in is so Trump definitely wins. I just want to know what his VP is. That's what I'm very interested
There's no
in.
reason for him to pick a VP, and I'm sure it probably is changing after last week.
My girl. If he picks my girl, it's 100% I'm voting.
He was only going to announce that vice president pick if his whole thing went to shit like Biden's did, and he had to change the topic.
It would be a solid strategy.
But there's no motivation now. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He could wait till the day before the
Wait, you think he's gonna? You honestly said today was the election day. He would win. Right now, Trump would win.
Today, as of right this second, I
don't
have
think so.
little doubt. I have little doubt. That
I still think it'd be neck to neck.
I don't think so. I don't think. I think if you took everybody and they all went to the polls, then you're right. But you're talking about making people go to the polls, and I don't think Biden's going to make people go to the polls.
Okay. We send the mail-in ballots to the people, and in 3 weeks had an election, but keep everything.
So there's a hypothetical to your hypothetical.
Yes. Mail-in ballots change everything.
I mean, if everybody voted, then Biden would probably win.
Would you vote for Trump if Biden was his vice president pick?
Wait, what? Huh?
I mean,
he would have gone crazy, so no.
I mean, it's gonna be hard. Like a guy like me, I don't want Trump, but it's gonna be hard for me to go to the poll and write Biden's name, just hoping that either his vice president or his staff is gonna make the right decisions. I don't know who his closest advisors are, and I don't want him to have to know who his closest advisors are.
It doesn't.
We're
bother
voting for
me
a
so
president of the
much.
United States. That's like behind the scenes
and
stuff.
AFED,
It's not fair.
AFED, the president can do whatever he wants to now. No laws.
No, that's not true. People losing their shit over that, and him celebrating. It's ridiculous.
It's great. Everything's opening up. The full
No, there's nothing that happened that probably shouldn't be the way that it was, or clarification of it.
What happened? Like, what caused this to happen?
I don't know what you're asking me.
No, I just did a Biden. I'm sorry.
We forgive you, and we'll vote for you as well.
I wouldn't vote for me.
Well, that's not.
I would be a dictator. I would so be a dictator.
You should send in your own melon ballot for yourself.
I couldn't respect the people that fawned all over me.
Yeah. Screw them, right?
I could never be a leader.
In your trailer.
I'd be like, look at these weak fucks. Put me on this pedestal. Seriously, I could never do it.
That's loud.
I could never do it.
Oh my god, my headphones were fucking cranked.
So you could hear bass.
What are you guys
finally
on?
nodded. Bass finally nodded off, so we don't have to like lean in.
His phone keeps going off though, but
I could never respect a club that would have me as a member.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel.
I'm
honestly.
narcissistic. I would love it.
But you'd still pay the fees, right?
What?
No.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how it works.
No, I'm not gonna have any trouble going putting my name down for election day. So,
did anyone
I should
notice
pick
that
you.
one?
Yeah.
No, Gabber.
Ah, she is fine, dude. That'd be
Tushy.
a fine candidate. Fine candidate.
This is the way, bro.
I'm getting
Yeah, exactly.
Tushy. Get Tushy in there.
Well, she doesn't get to say that anymore because that's probably copyrighted.
I'm gonna say it though for her.
Okay.
Who?
Gina Carrero. She was the shock trooper in
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
I don't know. Holy shit! It's F the world nil.
He's
What's
been here
going
the
on?
whole time. He started the show with us.
He's been here the whole time, and great to continue to see you for the whole time, Nil. Or what was it? For the win? I never knew that.
Win.
We did this last week.
No, it's F the world.
Yes, fuck the world.
What caused this to happen? Rasmus asking. I don't know.
But I'm getting fucking hot. I'm about to jump in the pool.
What do you think is the next movement in the world that's going to make a difference? Like, do you see anything projecting in the near future that's going to kind of be a world changer? We have elections here and there. Yeah.
I think it's going to involve
a terrorist
Hezbollah.
attack.
I think it's going to involve Hezbollah.
I also agree. I agree with that. That's what I'm paying attention to.
Last dance?
Yeah, that's a risky thing. I think the election, our election, will be the next big thing that will change the world.
Ooh, cagey.
Do you think Hezbollah war is after the election or not? That doesn't matter. It just doesn't.
I don't think either side wants there to be a war, so
I don't know about that.
There'll be skirmishes, but they will be restrained.
You're right. Okay, yeah. So, do you think if the Democrats are elected, i.e., Joe Biden or one of his whatever, do you think that their war will happen after that?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay.
I think it would just prolong everything.
Will there be an escalation of the Ukrainian conflict with Russia after the election if the Democrats win?
Good question.
I don't see any way for Ukraine to turn this around. So if by escalation you mean like a huge change that Ukraine will, drive them out, no, I don't see that.
Do you see it on the opposite side as Russia saying, well, the Democrats won, we're going to turn up the attack?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're trying pretty hard now. So I'm sure they have another gear, but I'm not sure.
What about this, though? What about it's the status quo? What's happening right now, how the wars are kind of just lingering on both fronts in Ukraine and Israel. If the Democrats stay in and even up till the election, that's the status quo, and then that status quo continues. But if Trump gets in, then there's going to be an actual upset that's going to cause movement in one way or the other.
Yeah, I think if Trump gets in, there's a chance, a slim chance, but a chance of a reasonable peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine.
So you're elevating the chance of that with the Trump presidency.
Yes.
And you then by default you would agree with what Cup of Tea is saying.
Yes, absolutely, and I've always said that.
Well, yeah, that's the only way this is going to end anyway. Peace talks. Ukraine's going to have to give up something.
Well, we're going to have to we're going to have to stop pushing NATO into Ukraine.
I thought we didn't push NATO into the Ukraine.
We're always saying no and then maybe, no and then maybe, no, we're not going to do it. Man, we'll see. It's not up to us. We just need to take it off the table.
Mm-hmm.
And to take it off the table for other countries too. We don't need to be surrounding Russia like they're, a real threat.
Now, is there anything to the elevation of conflict, of giving more advanced weapons. It seems every couple of months we're elevating. Is that going to eventually result in Russia having no chance but to retaliate against us?
I don't think there are conventional weapons that are advanced enough that will turn the tide for Ukraine.
What about how they're used?
Yes, how they're
tactics.
No, it's just there's nothing you can do to overcome the nature of drone warfare and the Russia's numerical advantage. It's air power won't do it because you can't. We don't have air power sufficient to change the balance of power there. We don't have tanks that are somehow magically that much better than Russian tanks. We don't have
not tanks.
It's a mountain against a molehill, in your opinion. It's not going to.
It is a mountain against a molehill, and I don't. It's pointless to keep sacrificing Ukrainians to something that's can't really change.
Yeah,
Trump made a bold statement that he would have it resolved before his first day as president.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really. It takes three parties to work this out, and so it's not necessarily up to Trump.
But if it's possible for him to literally sit at a table and have him out unofficially to have results, that's an interesting concept.
Well, he can have a sit down with Putin, but he won't have a sit down with Zelensky or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, you got it right.
Sure of that.
What's that?
What if they promise him a nice bed and breakfast and all the hoes he can handle for the weekend?
He won't do that. But let me ask you this:
Okay.
What if Trump brokered a deal with Putin that said, yada yada, we're going to end this thing and going to give you like 2 of the states of Ukraine or whatever the hell they call them, counties that were already pro-Russian to begin with. This is all going to be over.
Ukraine has to agree with that anyway, though.
Right. Yeah. So Zelensky says no, and Trump has brokered this deal, and then after the fact, tons of Ukrainians get killed. Wouldn't the blood of them be on Ukraine, or no?
Yes.
Well, it depends on who is making the action. Like if the U.S. brokers a deal with Russia and gives them that land, and Ukraine's like, fuck you, but we're not actually backing their war anymore because there's a peace deal.
Yeah, and there's no funding.
Zelensky's not going to say no.
Yeah, if Ukraine, they got nothing.
Well, that's a good point, though. You kind of brought up, RW, is that I'm not Ukraine. Ukraine is a sovereign country, and they do have their own ability to decide for themselves. But by negotiating that, like if an American negotiates that, would that not then sort of separate America and say, this is the path we think you should go with? And by you continuing to hold out, you're kind of isolating yourself.
But if we make an agreement and say we're not going to support your war if you continue past this point,
more funding.
This is our line we're not going to cross, and Ukraine decides to cross that line anyway, poo-poo on them, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I doubt any negotiation will appear to be united. So you're not going to see an open break.
Has there been a negotiation since this started yet?
No.
As far as I can tell, no.
Okay. The only thing we've been doing is funding and giving them weapons and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen the United States actually make an effort to do a peace deal.
I thought Biden did say something.
I don't care what he said. I don't think that they're actually. But they were like, "Hey,
Words
you should stop."
Words
fighting.
matter.
Well,
Words matter.
Yeah. See, this is the way. The only this is the way it'll have to end.
Yeah.
It's the only sensible way. It was the only way for it to end years ago, and nothing has changed. This, you know, there's simply no way this will not be the ending. And so it should just be, they should just wrap it up. They have to get there. There's no benefit. I think it takes leadership from the United States to get this peace that you just saw there, and we're not getting it from this administration. So
Well,
maybe
there is one benefit, Last Dance.
What's that?
Fertilizer. Lots of bodies, so fertilizer.
Yeah.
Very natural.
Well, Smokesteve, you asked the questions. How do you feel about what do you think if Trump was president? Or do you think a better choice would be Trump or Biden dealing with what's going on over in the Ukraine right now?
I would definitely say Trump in this case.
In this case?
Yeah.
So you think he could probably negotiate?
Well, I think it seems to be a hard and fast rule for Democrats. It's like no negotiation on this one. Like,
Well, there's a couple of Republicans in the Senate that are all for funding this war and all that, and
Lindsey Graham, that dumbass.
Yeah.
Much of a voice, though.
No, they have voice. They have voices. So
They do now.
No, they always had voices.
I'm just saying, if Trump gets in and his motive is to make it end, he's going to spend the effort to do that. I don't see the Biden administration doing that. I literally see us at war with Russia. If we decide we're going to ever stop funding that war at any given moment, the war's over. There is no war. So this whole peace agreement with Ukraine involved is kind of like politically humorous to me.
Do you think that could be a downfall for Biden getting votes? You think people would actually, because most of the people think Trump's just bullshitting and lying about everything.
Do they always think that, though? He has a track record.
Do. Yeah.
But his last presidency meant something to some people.
Well, he did go to North Korea and talk to that fat fucking nuclear.
Right, when no one else would, right? It's a crazy idea. Fuck that, it's crazy.
They
So
go,
it's not
they-
like I
the
think
media
it's
went after him for not doing anything. Then he does something. Now he's best friends with, what's his name? King Jin John? What's his name?
Putin's best buddy right now, King Jong Un.
Yes.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, him and Putin are doing buddy right now. But I'm just saying, like, it's the whole aspect of. I don't see why people aren't saying it's America's war. I don't see why they're saying it's Ukraine war at this point. Maybe in the beginning it was when they were using up their own resources, but for a very long period of time, it's been an American war.
It's a proxy war.
Right. Barely.
Somewhat. Now, less so.
I mean, is it drone proxy? I guess it depends on who's driving it, right? If it's our drone, but we give it to them, but as long as they're driving it, then they did it. So yeah, okay, it's still proxy.
That reduces.
American boots.
That is one thing I can't stand. I don't know why my Twitter feed just keeps showing me video. Well, I don't watch them of drones killing Russians, and I'm just like, that's just fucked up. And I was a live leaker too, so.
But if those Russians are on foreign soil, are they not invaders?
They're invaders, don't get me wrong, but I still look at them as kids are fighting a war that they don't really want to fight, like on both sides.
Yeah. But I if I'm seeing videos of people getting killed, I do take into account the fact of who they are.
Yeah.
And that does affect. Does it affect how gruesome the injury is? And if they're someone you don't care much about and they get their fucking legs blown off, you're like, meh, who gives a shit?
Warfare
Or is it just as shocking if they're, from your own country?
it's the warfare, how it's being fought now with droids. I understand everything changes, but it's just like, I don't know.
My question is, why is all that drone footage not real time on pay per view? And like people could watch the Coliseum.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Oh,
So it's
coming.
It's
CNN.
propaganda. It's propaganda. So
proper.
propaganda.
Right. All right.
That's a gander.
I'm ready for the next thing. Like I feel like we're dragging things out forever, purposefully. Like there should be a way to have a solution.
Do you want a
And
fast forward button for reality?
But it's not even a fast forward button to me. I feel like it's political stalling. It's stalemate. I feel like purposefully it's not being resolved.
I think that's just how it's always been. The dissemination of information comes slowly, and it creates lulls, and then it does news dumps. It's just shitty, dude. To me,
Let's go
that's
with-
kind of how it always has been.
Let's go
Anyone
with
else disagree with that?
None of them attention. They're just like, I don't care. No. Do you guys have anything you want to say or no?
Well, I mean, it's, are you talking about war? I mean, you got each guy's trying to figure out what move's gonna get him the farthest. That's just how shit goes.
For Gaza,
I mean, I feel like you think that there's some I don't know, man behind the curtain keeping it some way for some certain reason.
It's true.
Well, that's not reality. I mean, you got two groups of people trying to succeed the best way they can. I mean,
RW, man behind the curtain, and go.
Yes, truth. I do believe that. But anyway, for Israel and Gaza, I think that is literally on a stalemate because they literally have Gaza pushed into the final bastion, and then it's been there for how long? What are we waiting for? What's happening? What are they waiting for? I don't understand that. That literally looks like a stalemate.
I don't have any idea what's going on there.
It's just a void. Hey, we got them all the way to this last city. Now we're just gonna kind of sit and wait now. And oh, look, Hezbollah over there.
Yeah, more or less. But we don't have much influence, They're doing what they're doing. They're our ally. So
even if we don't have anything to do with it, I'm curious why they're waiting.
I mean, there could be a billion reasons. It could be who's gonna, are we gonna control that area after we kill the last one, or who's gonna control it? Who's gonna come in? I mean, it's not just they're doing it for some financial gain or some other reason. I feel like you're leading into.
It doesn't seem efficient. It just does. It's illogical to me. Not that there's a man behind the curtain on that one. It's literally just if I was attacking an enemy, and I had them to their last bastion, and then I just stopped. It's illogical to me. I don't understand it. I would literally and then figure out what's going on from there.
They're hiding amongst the civilian population, so it's very hard to. It's urban warfare. It's impossible to speed it up unless you're willing to just flatten the whole area.
Just flatten it slowly, I guess.
Well, you can flatten it slowly or flatten it quickly, but that's the only fast way to do it.
Right. And the atrocities of war, I don't know. I guess the morals are very gray.
Yeah,
great.
That's true. How you doing, Mr. Scott? Thanks for being here. Well, yeah, and it's up. We're not in the war, so it's kind of ambiguous, cagey, if you will, for us to really even. Well, I mean, we have our opinions, but it's not going to have an opinion on the outcome of it, None of it does, I guess.
On a slightly different front, I had one thing on the list. I know it's getting late. When it comes to killing other things, In the West Coast, the government is planning on killing 470,000 barred owls to help other owls not get overpopulated. I just usually see anytime the man gets involved with helping nature, it kind of has this weird bad idea vibe to it. I'll drop the link in the back chat, but that stood out to me.
Well, that's a lot of vermin that's going to be running free.
Right, politicians or
no, mice.
I don't know. It just reminds me
kill
like
a bunch of barred owls.
Yeah, 470,000 of them. That's a decent number.
What part of
all day
the
long.
country is this?
Oregon, Washington, California, and Cincinnati. I'm not sure how Cincinnati got.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's the.
They just don't like them in Cincinnati. They're not overpopulated.
I guess. Seems weird that it's a problem up in that area where the rest of them are, and then all of a sudden you got one little problem over here.
Right.
I have a feeling he wasn't serious about Cincinnati.
No, literally, it's in the link. Literally, the link URL.
I mean, it seems like a well thought out plan to kill the barred owls. Honestly, it looks solid.
Hopefully, Johnny Fever gets on this case.
I don't have a problem with it.
It looks good on paper. I hope it works out well for them. Maybe
You're trying to avoid the extinction of the spotted owl.
Right.
Fuck the spotted owl.
By
We
taking
didn't kill it.
470,000 owls out in a short period of time, I don't know what their time span is, but that would create a ripple in the ecosystem. And I'm
Hell yeah,
curious
it would.
how nature fills in that ripple. Will the other owl just be like, sweet, I'm going to populate like crazy now? Or is like a crow going to come in and just fuck some shit up? I don't know.
Right. They're going to have probably both of those in different areas.
Barred owls are cool as shit. We got them living in my backyard.
I love them, man. They're great.
Is that the one that you were talking about a few weeks ago about during the day, like chasing you or something? Something in your yard was an owl.
No, it doesn't chase me, and it's not. It's right at sunset. But it goes from one end of my property to the other and fucks with my biggest dog because she just goes nuts when she sees it. And you can't even see it. All you see is every once in a while you'll see a shadow go from, because it's through the trees. And you see the shadow go from one end of the yard to the other. And I think it's fucking with her. Just getting her all riled up.
How has your rap jobs been, man? Have you had any cool jobs come through?
Yeah, I mean,
talk about it.
I mean, I don't know about
Hey,
cool.
Mr. Kelsey one.
They're just jobs. Nothing worth to talk about.
Not like that van.
The food truck?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to do that again for a long time.
Oh, it's a legacy, man.
It
Hopefully
takes
he's
a long
out
time.
slanging burgers by now.
I can make a lot more money in that same amount of time doing other shit.
Oh, fair enough. I guess that's a business model. That's much more logical.
Well, it's physically draining on me. Like I had to fucking work through the night, the last night to get it done.
Have you ever seen, how at Christmas now a lot of people have like this laser display that they shoot on their house instead of putting up lights?
Yeah, those weak asses.
Yeah, I'm just curious
Yeah. Those
if
are
the
cool.
details on cars will become like that somehow, where it's like a digital display that they...
I think that I've seen it. I don't know if it's legal or not, but I've seen like somewhat of a foldable thing on a car.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if we'd move into the Demolition Man territory.
It seems like it shouldn't be legal, though. It seems like that would kind of distract,
Only if it's parked, I would think.
I've seen lighted billboards driving down the street.
On tops of cars? Or no, what do you mean? Just on the
It's like a billboard truck. They used to be more popular like 10 plus years ago. I don't see them.
Yeah.
Surely they're in like New York or something. I don't know.
Don't call me Shirley.
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
You never seen one of those? A billboard truck? It's like a flatbed. You know those Carvana trucks? It's kind of like those.
Yeah, I've seen.
Instead of a car on the back, it's a billboard.
I've seen a bunch of
double-sided
them.
Billboard.
Yeah, I can see that being a liability. Closest
to
I've seen is a Coca-Cola Christmas truck.
I used to make those. Those are banners that are stretched on those frames. I used to make before we printed everything. We would cut letters, sale, going out of business, that type of thing.
Back when I was younger, I would think that those things would shred after so many miles, even though they're stretched
They
tight.
do, but they don't stay on. Their contract's only for like a week, so.
Oh wow.
They just throw those things away.
Right. Next. And they say we're a consumer
People
society.
use them for like car, like to cover a car or something. You'll see it. All those every billboard you see is a huge, gigantic banner that's up there for a month and never used again.
So gone are the days of the gluing paper sheets.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. I mean, I'm sure there's some billboards in cities that are like that still. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt it, actually.
I honestly don't. I do pay attention to billboards, though. I do still pay attention to those.
They're all big. Next time you go by them, look, and when you pass them, look on the side, and you can see it's a vinyl banner that's stretched around a frame, and it's held with 1,000 bungee cords.
I bet the guys that put those up are stoked that they moved to that new medium because they're like, bro, I can't do another glue brush. I'll kill myself. Like, oh, we just stretched it.
Before that, they hand painted them
in 30 minutes. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be more artistic as long as they had some creative license to it. But if you're just shilling out McDonald's signs all day long, yeah, I can't see that.
Anyone else have any other subjects they want to cover?
What about you, Smokesteve?
No, I don't, but I'm certainly happy to keep this baby going.
What about the coins that are being sought after right now that are worth like $26 million and up, the dimes and the quarters? I'm sure you guys are getting that crap in your news feeds.
No.
I don't think there's a dime that's worth 26 million.
Oh,
First,
really?
I don't have a news feed, thank God.
News feed, huh? What's that?
I don't have a news feed.
Let me get out. Here's the back chat. So, 1976 bicentennial quarter, 26 million. What else we got here? I never even use change anymore. Like, I don't even pay attention to coins.
I use change all the time. I
You
get so
do?
excited when I have the exact. Yeah, I pay cash for everything.
Huh.
I pay credit for everything.
You're an oddball, huh, Nathan?
I don't want all those fucking receipts, man. Plus,
Why do
then I don't know.
You
where
don't
the
have
money-
to take a receipt, buddy.
My wife uses a credit card, but I don't use it. I mean, I do use it for business stuff. I shouldn't say I never use it.
He doesn't like having paper trails for a reason.
That's right.
Oh man, I love my Apple Pay. Just
burner phones and no
Put that
paper trails. That's
fingerprint
what
on
I'm
it.
all about.
This AFED fellow likes to be around schools a lot, I notice.
Hey, watch what you say.
Oh, yeah.
You of all people, Topple.
No.
Yeah.
What used to be funny isn't funny anymore.
Why is life suck
hate
now?
crime.
So the top topics right now are Megyn Kelly. I don't know why. Who's she? Camilla, Epstein's Island, and CNN and MSNBC for some reason on Twitter.
Are they all related? Like, is it all happening in the
No,
same?
no, it's the Twitter feed. It's a Twitter feed.
I'm curious what the over under for like in Vegas for Biden being on the ticket is.
Oh, I don't. Well, Vegas, I guess you
That's
bet on
interesting.
anything.
I'm curious.
I bet there is a line for that.
There
I'm
probably
sure
is.
there is. There's a line for fucking everything.
He will be on that ticket, guys. Just stop.
I don't know. I don't think he will. I thought Last Chance was crazy for suggesting it, but
He did a hell of a job in that. He did a hell of a job on that interview.
I just
Yesterday.
hope they're fucking trying to figure this shit out behind the scenes right now.
Oh, they are. They're in panic mode.
Smokesteve's like, I am out.
Well, I'm out too, man.
I'd try. He's like,
Yeah.
oh look.
Oh, he showed you up.
He's like, I try to say
Last
goodbye,
Dance,
but
you're-
I don't
you're
think I'm
still
physically
here.
Possible.
I'm still here. Yep.
You're
Last
the
Dance
man.
is leaving
Well,
too.
Okay,
Why
I'll
don't
be
you just
watching
close it,
from
Smokesteve?
behind.
Yeah, let's close this out.
man.
This will be the first time we all closed out together. Look
close
at
out?
that.
Close out?
Well,
Smoke Steve closed out last
there's
week.
nobody gonna fight with you if you close it out.
Smoke Steve closed out. Smoke Steve closed out last week.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was fucking.
He could hang.
Falling down, dude. Tired and drunk and just shitty. But here we go. All right, boys.
Everyone have a
Always good
wonderful
to see
week.
you
All right.
guys.
Take care, everybody.
And look for
Enjoy-
that dime. Just real quick, guys.
We'll go.
Or dime.
Enjoy your jerk fest, Aphid.
Look for the quarters and dimes, guys.
Yeah, and give them to Aphid.
Oh, please do.
You guys have a great week.
Goodbye, Topple. Aphid, it was nice to have you.
Oh, it's
look,
good being here. Good being here.
You left
the
you
highlight
let
of my
himself
weekend.
Wow, it was great. What are you having tonight for a drink, buddy?
I got my own choice, so I went with a case of Blue Moon because it was on sale. But I do like a Blue Moon.
It's the same stuff
I like
as always.
Well, usually it's Shock Top.
Okay, what the hell is Blue Moon?
You never had a Blue Moon?
I don't know. Have I? If I have, it's been a Blue Moon
Usually they
since
put
I've had a Blue Moon.
They put an orange in it a lot at the.
It's the same thing, dude.
It's similar. It is very similar.
It's
to
the
Shock
fucking exact same beer. That's why I was confused. You went for one and then said, "I'm going to get something new."
Well,
and
she
got
was still
exactly the
here.
same.
She was still here, so I was like, I can get away with getting some Blue because I like a little variety. Like the coffee, I changed the coffee too because I don't want the same fucking shit. I like a little variety.
Really living it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, buddy.
I am.
All right, well, take care, my friend.
All right, man. I will. So you do the same. I'll see you, buddy.
Be well. All right, and thus ends another fabulous pub. Some good people on here, and every one of you, I enjoyed your presence. You've all been great. God bless America. 4th of July. We are awesome. Wow. Woo! America. Yeah. Be the bomb. Later.